We're just normal men.
What do you mean, normal men?
We're just innocent men.
It's time for Side Scrollers with me, Stutter and Craig. No, you don't get the 96-ounce Coke Zeros, Blabs.
Yo, my androids, what's up?
And straight from the hood, Phoenix.
It's really enjoyable as an adult male to shit your pants.
And now, broadcasting from our homes around the internet, it's time for Side Scrollers. Welcome out to Side Scrollers on YouTube.com and Rumble.com, and most importantly, SidescrollersPlus.com. Good to see everybody. Happy Monday to you. Are you ready for a big week? You are. I'm tired. I can feel it in my eyes. Hello, Blabs.
You feel it in your eyes?
Yeah. You know when you're tired and you just feel like you got like around you, you know? That's kind of how I feel right now.
More like in the back of my eyes.
No. Don't you? When you're tired, underneath your eyes doesn't ever feel like bleh.
No, it's always the back of and everything.
You're
then I get
young.
headaches and stuff.
No, well, there you go. Well, I think a lot of people are tired. Yes, a lot of people are tired today after the big Super Bowl Sunday play.
I'm glad that I saw nothing.
You didn't watch any Super Bowl Sunday?
I didn't watch a single thing. Nothing. I was playing video games last night.
What'd you play?
Some PlayStation game. What the hell was it?
You don't even know what you played.
Balls? No, Big Sack? Something like that. What was it called? Yeah.
Big Sack, the video game?
Sack Boy. There you go.
Whoa.
Yeah.
I love that you didn't know. Like, I from here on out, I'm just letting you know that from here on out forever, Sackboy will now be referred to as Big Sack.
I forgot what it was called, man. I just remember the word sack was in it. Yeah, Sackboy. Actually, very fun game. Love the textures. And the music's fun, too.
Oh, that's nice. Well, everyone give it up for Blabs' Big Sack today.
Thank you. It's huge. I need 2 hands. Well, I thought we were going there, so... Okay.
Big old... what is that? What do you mean by that, Blabs?
What do you mean? What are you like, Jennifer Lawrence? What do you mean?
What do you mean by that?
What do you mean? Start crying over chicken? It's fine.
Okay. Someone who I'm positive is a Big Sack, our resident racist, it's Kay.
A lot just happened. Blabs, Big Sack, the game.
Hey, man. Whatever.
Oh my god, I love it.
I love that you love the textures of the Big Sack.
Yeah, I was trying to decipher what game you were talking about. I'm like, huh?
Yeah, you can change all the colors and everything.
Folks,
You can have a little green guy.
what Craig said about feeling tired and feeling it, and then Blabs behind the eyes, I feel that so much too. I'm a broken woman.
Honestly, you're just like, ugh.
I'm a broken woman, and everyone in the Melee Games community knows why. They understand.
I know you're tough. You're truly tough, and you're an inspiration to us all, Kay. I just want to let you know that, and we appreciate you. So thank you very much. That's great. Glad you're here. Speaking of inspiration, listen, we're about to bring in this son of a bitch who is about to inspire an entire generation of people. Please welcome Mitsu, a.k.a. Eric, a.k.a. Hack.
If only I had a sack of potatoes.
You got a hack of potatoes.
I do love potatoes.
Am I right?
Hello, everybody. It's good to see you here on this Super Bowl Monday.
Yeah,
everything was absolutely trash yesterday, but also amazing. That game was terrible.
Yeah, we're going to spend a lot of time talking about the Super Bowl, specifically the reaction to not the game itself. The game, as you said, was trash bags, but there's a few commercials, and I'm gonna tell you this right now. People looking at our thumbnail, they're like, I don't quite understand it. Blabs didn't understand it. The thumbnail, just the "we are fucked" thumbnail. I'm gonna tell you this right now. There was a commercial that should alarm you.
Is it the Star Wars one from Mandalorian and Grogu?
No, it was not. But we'll get to that a little bit later. No. I guess that there was more that we need to know. But I'll tell you this. There was a lot of alarming things that happened last night during the Super Bowl, and we will get into several of those things as we're talking culture and stuff. You may be asking yourself, where's Phoenix? Well, he died.
What?
No, he'll be back in about 20 minutes. He's just at the doctor or something. So hopefully he doesn't die. So there you go. Hopefully Blabs is like not amused.
Did he learn to figure out why he shit his pants out one time?
Well, yeah, that was just the amount of, I don't know. I think he had.
He had a big bad norovirus.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Rough. Yeah.
Oh.
Anyways, there we are. Yeah, man, ready to rock. Big day today, as we said. Make sure you guys hit the subscribe button if you haven't yet. Join the 140,000 just normal men who have found us over on YouTube. The over 37,000 who have found us over on Rumble. It's great to see you guys. Okay, so a few things. Last week, I don't know if you guys are aware of this, but in 1989, an all-time classic movie came out called The Wizard. And have you ever seen that movie before? Either of you guys?
California.
Yeah. Kay, you've seen The Wizard, yes?
Oh yeah.
Okay. What about you, Mitsu?
No. What's The Wizard about?
The Wizard is a all-time video game classic. If you're a fan of video games in the 80s and you saw Fred Savage and Jimmy Woods make their way across the country, well, we watched it the other day on Side Scrollers Plus, and it was outstanding. As a matter of fact, we didn't just watch the movie. We watched the director's cut of the movie, which was an additional 30 minutes of footage in it, and it was truly spectacular. If you are a fan of that movie, I encourage you to go watch it with us. And guess what? You can do it for free over on Side Scrollers Plus by using promo code FREE. Come join us, friends, for free. Get a free trial. We'd love for you guys to pop in, sidescrollersplus.com. And you can also add to the total of supporters over on Side Scrollers Plus. As Blaz, we are trying to get to 2,000 before the end of the month because what?
Because you have to play Echo the Dolphin.
That's right. There's the Echo the Dolphin challenge. Fuck this game. I hate it with all my being. We are... I don't know. It's a damn near Hail Mary to see if we can do it. But that's why we're offering you guys a free trial. So you guys can come on and give it a go and see what we got going on over there, which is great. And watch movies and stuff with us. So
you get to have fun and watch the good movies. I want to watch bad movies with Phoenix like The Room.
Then let's make it happen.
Yeah.
Hey, The Room is great. What are you saying?
It is a cinematic masterpiece, but it's also a cinematic bowel movement at the same time. There's a fine line with these things.
Yes, I think we should make that happen.
Mitsu, are you drinking out of a Twitch water bottle?
I am, yes. Would you? Oh, here. Hold on. I'll fix that for you real quick.
No, you can drink out of a Twitch water bottle. It's okay.
The first time I met Mitsu, he was like, "Hey, nice to meet you. I'm gonna go over to the Twitch section of PAX now," and I was like, "Oh, bigwig over here." So it doesn't surprise me whatsoever.
Damn, we're just throwing Mitsu under the bus.
So hold on,
I just got ran the fuck over.
You got big. Hold on, you kind of like Kay because you big timed her the first time you met her. Wow,
He did.
Oh my god. To be fair, I did have to go over there. I forget what it was specifically, but I was meeting somebody at the Twitch booth at that time.
It was so funny. I'm not saying that to throw shade. It just legitimately is what happened. It's like, "Oh, hey, Mitsu." He's like, "Hey." And we were talking, and then he's like, anyways, and he points to this like big area that's like fenced off. I gotta go talk to the Twitch area now. I was like, okay, bye.
Was it one of those where he goes, hey,
bye.
nice to meet you. I have to go over there for some super important meeting. You stay here.
Exactly. Get out of my face, pleb. I gotta talk to the real people now. I was like, okay, bye.
This is where I need to be put in jail, probably.
Unbelievable, really. Well, you are Mr. Big Time, Mitsu, and we appreciate you with your big timeness over here. It's great. Also, one more fun thing of big time here. I don't have an asset here, but coming up on Monday the 16th of February, we'll have our second edition of the Side Scrollers Plus podcast, where we're getting all of our Plus partners together, and we'll be doing that exclusively over on Side Scrollers Plus. Should be a good time. Kirsha, Dez, Eric, Cecil, us. And the last time we had everyone together, we learned that Cecil is a freak. It was good times. So
Our sweet boy is a freak. Oh no.
Oh boy, it was crazy. Yes. All right, and as always, we have a reoccurring theme underneath every show that we've started to do the last few weeks. It's called the Side Scroller Showdown. Now, Phoenix isn't here, so we don't have any fancy dancy graphics, but what we do have is a static image of today's showdown, which features, you guys said, hey, let's go video games. So you know what we're going to do today? We're going to go video games today, and it's about to get fucking heated. The Side Scroller Showdown today, simply the Xbox 360 versus the PlayStation 2 right here. Any thoughts on this?
You are insane That's a okay. People are gonna say this is a no contest because the PlayStation 2 sold what 130 some odd million fucking units in its whole lifetime, but the Xbox 360 don't sell it out, people. Don't forget your Halo. Don't forget your Burnout. Don't forget. Well, I wanted to say Perfect Dark, but maybe I shouldn't actually say Perfect Dark Zero because it was actually trash. But there are still a lot of bangers on the Xbox 360. That being said, PlayStation 2 is going to fucking win this one hands down.
You think so?
It's gonna be embarrassing. Oh yeah.
Wow.
This is
Oh, chat's already
embarrassingly
going
easy.
crazy.
Wow.
They're yelling
okay.
at each other. PlayStation 2, 360, PlayStation 2.
Okay,
Yeah,
well,
you started
let's
a war.
Let's see how this
good.
goes today. Look, you guys can vote with your super chats, direct donations, Rumble rants. We do want to let you know that we do have a text-to-speech option once Phoenix arrives, because it goes through his mic and everything. With the direct donation link, that's the Streamlabs link. It is the first link at the top of the chat over on YouTube, and it's also the top of the description. So everything 25 or over will have a text-to-speech link, and you can actually just shut us up in the middle of talking about things, which is fun. So, yes, today's side-scroller showdown, PlayStation 2 versus Xbox 360. You'll be keeping track of all that, and once Phoenix shows up, we'll have nice, fancy graphics for you guys. It'll be a good time. So.
Also, real fast, I did this whilst you were promoting it. Monday, guys, be there or you're gay. Okay.
Thanks, Blabs. Be there
I have
or
to
you're
be
gay.
there now.
All
I don't
right,
want to be
excellent.
gay.
Hey, Silent Fool Coranstrito says, I remember when the NFL went to San Francisco for Super Bowl 50, and Metallica was told they were too loud for performing for the NFL because they wanted something safe. Xbox 360. Thank you very much. There's 10 for the Xbox 360 right there. Dr. T.S. King says, I think the football game was a stellar defensive game. The Seahawks defense was great all game, and then Pat's defense kept the Pats. Pat's defense kept the Pats in the game, despite the offense not being able to protect the QB. Dr. T.S. King, you're right, but here's the problem. I want to see some touchdowns. All right, I want to see some touchdowns. I want to see some Americana. I want to see some people jumping across the goal line, grabbing their crotch, going woo woo. That's what I want to see with some football on the Super Bowl.
You want to see men grabbing their crotch?
Jumping across the goal line, yeah, going woo, and grabbing their crotch with
All
the
right, thanks for letting me know. Timestamps, okay.
You've never experienced this before? You clearly
I
haven't
don't
watched enough
grab.
football.
I know.
Blabs, you're talking about having
What?
big old
Yeah.
balls before the
Big
show.
sack the game.
Yeah, but I don't grab them on a football field.
You said, well, not in the football field, but you said you used two hands earlier.
Well, yeah. It's like a wheelbarrow.
Thank you, Blabs. Cthulhu says, Mahong, normal men and normal ladies and Blabs. After hearing about what's happening in the UK, it makes me laugh how we're Nazis, and their behavior shows who the real Nazis are. What's going on in the UK that I should know about? And is there been an update of things? There's so much happening in the world. I don't even know.
I know
what
that
to
they're trying to I'm not very familiar with it, but I've seen a lot of uprising against their two-tier Keir Starmer, their prime minister, and they want to get rid of him, which would be awesome. But yeah.
Okay, maybe Amelia is doing her job.
Go, Amelia.
Gear came in and says, breaking news, that assault on Emiru last year, she recently apologized towards the, quote, victims of the immigrant enforcement right until defenders like Kongman Lee are sending her death wishes. What?
Huh?
People are sending her death wishes? I haven't
I will
seen
go
that.
look at Kongman's Twitter.
Yeah, we'll see what's going on with that.
I don't even know who that is. Who is that guy? I
Conlon?
heard that name once before.
Yeah, he's been on the show. I don't know if he sent any death wishes her way, but whatever. Seaman came in the Superbore. Let's go. Marmalade came in and says, hand egg is gay and lame. Kay loves a Felicia Day, by the way.
I do not love Felicia Day. No,
And
she's
egg.
ruining my life at this
He probably
point.
likes ice fight more, or dive grass.
Anything.
Matt Hatter came in and says, the PS2 never red ring. There's 10 for the PS2 there, Blabs. Saint D says, for 20, says, Craig, you bastard. 10 for the Xbox and 10 for the PlayStation 2. There's 10 apiece right there from Saint. Dr. T says, put it for the Xbox. That's 10 as the PS2 exclusive. Worth it is Soul Calibur 3. I will not budge from my correct opinion. Thank you for the 10 for the Xbox 360. Cthulhu Waifu says, I remember playing Jack and Dexter, Ratchet and Clank, Final Fantasy X, and Baldur's Gate Deadly Alliance. I'm going PS2. There's 10 for the PS2. And my God, Bussy Breaker just came in and slapped the fucking internet down with a $100 super chat. Bussy Breaker, my lord, says the PS2 was way easier to frisbee at my friend's face, so it's the obvious winner. You just pick it right up and right. Well, thank you very much, Bussy Breaker. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna put a little PS2 on this.
It's an incredible name. I love your name.
Oh, Bussy Breaker.
Yeah.
Bussy.
Bussy. Thank you very much for the ridiculous support. That's going to put the PS2 way out in front. I can already feel it right now. Today's side-scroller showdown, once again, if you're just popping in, PlayStation 2 versus Xbox 360, which is superior to you? Bussy Breaker, let's get you on the wall. Blabs, why don't you read these off real quick, and then we'll come in and hit some news.
Yep, all right. Namens for 3 says, gonna be a rebel regarding this showdown. Point out that PlayStation 2 helped DVD win the format war at the time, making a DVD player what would be considered affordable at the time. So that's PlayStation. That's $3.
That's a very good point. Yeah, and I think that's lost in time.
Marty for 3 says, you say you hate the OG Echo, Craig, but do you know the pain of the PlayStation 2 Echo game? I got stuck, had no idea what to do, and no longer have the game, so I can't correct this blight on my gaming career.
Maverick Marty, that's a good decision for you. I'm sorry that happened to you, but at the end of the day, that's a good thing that you didn't have to finish PlayStation 2 Echo. That's all.
So is that like 3 for PlayStation 2? Doesn't really sound
no.
it.
He's just talking about Echo the Dolphin right there, and that's fine. So thank you, Maverick Marty. All right, real quick, do we have an update, Blabs?
Right.
It's definitely a blowout right now.
It's definitely a blowout. So PlayStation 2 is at 133,
wow,
and Xbox 360 is at a whopping 20.
Okay, all right, time to represent here. Let's get on it. All right, once again, Phoenix will be joining us here in just a little bit. Glad you're with us today. Do us a favor, hit the thumbs up button. We'd really appreciate you guys doing that. It helps grow the show, spread the word, and get out there. But let's get into it, friends. Lots to talk about today. It's time for my favorite segment, your favorite segment, everybody in the world's favorite segment. It's time for Hard News. Hard News. Yeehaw! Gentlemen, we have nudity. Here we are. Listen, we usually have a plain talk intro here, but we just ran the hard news intro. Blabs, should I run the plain talk intro?
I absolutely think you should, especially the Lego one.
Okay.
Plain talk.
I just love it so much.
It's good. Well, we have a little bit of nudity to talk about when it comes to flying on the skies. Now,
How else would you fly? I mean, if you're not nude, are you doing it right?
These are good questions, Blaz. When's the last time you stripped down naked to get on a flight?
Never. I'm a normal human being.
Oh, okay.
Unlike this person.
Well, I'll tell you what. Southwest Airlines has gone through some changes recently, and maybe this is one of those things that helped send them over the edge. I don't know if you guys heard. Southwest Airlines was always kind of seen as a low-cost airline, and they actually had a big campaign going on right now about how now for the first time they're actually doing assigned seating on Southwest flights. Previously, you just kind of got on and you picked whatever flight you want. And now you actually have to pay for your bags. They were like the last holdout from not making you pay for your bags and stuff. You guys ever flown Southwest before?
Can't say that I have.
I don't think I have. I don't know.
No?
Not to recall.
I kind of just jump on the plane. I don't really think about where I'm flying or what I'm flying on.
How do you get there then?
I don't know. By chance, I guess.
I just love the
Does James just lead you around? Like, all right, dear, we're going this way. Okay.
Yeah.
Like, la, 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 la.
He just carries me. He's like, okay, you're going here now.
You're like that balloon in Shrek when they, like, they blow up the balloons and they just lead them around. Like, you're like the balloon and James is like, I don't know, Shrek or Fiona.
Unbelievable.
I appreciate the idea that James has you actually physically on a leash. Guiding you around like a dog. You try to stray, and he's like, no, come on this way. And
come on.
Occasionally, Kay tries to squat, and he's like, no, got to go outside.
Oh no! Has a little banana charm on the front.
No.
Uh-huh.
That That was the point that was too far. It's the banana that ruined it for us.
That's what it was. Not you
took it
squatting
too
in the
far,
corner.
Mitzi. Too
Yeah.
far.
No, the
My
squatting
apologies. Did
thing
you
is
need
just
some rice with that banana?
All right, well let's go to the skies here. As over on Southwest, a lady just decided to just strip down and get buck is it buck ass naked or butt ass naked?
I think
Both.
it's both.
Both. Okay,
I would
let's
say
see.
Wait.
It's just straight up.
She's just showing everybody everything. She's like, take a good look.
Here she comes. Woo! She's going hard right there.
What did she think this is, a Carnival cruise?
Look at her go, man.
And like in front of the flight attendant too, is just like, please help.
She's just gonna walking on down, right down the middle of the aisle there.
But she's being really good. She's securing the overhead bins, making sure they're nice.
That's nice.
She's being so helpful and considerate.
Boy, you don't want to know what she's going to do when she gets hold of the test seatbelt strap that they use for the demonstrations.
Oh my gosh. So we have this situation on Southwest Airlines. Once again, this happened, relatively not too long ago. It was in 2025. We're now in 2026. But we have naked ladies stripping down to nothing. We see these things happen on planes more and more frequently. Is this just? I don't recall. Maybe I just missed it. But in the 80s and 90s and even the early 2000s, we didn't see a whole lot of people just stripping down to their skivvies and nothing on a plane. I think it was a little more civilized. So is there a larger, is this come down to just people are so medicated and so fucked up that they're just, stripping down to their nudie boobies?
Yes, but also I think because of social media and everyone having a phone now, that it can just be put up in seconds online, and then millions of people can see it within a couple hours. Whereas even like 10 years ago, someone had to, use either a nice Canon camera or, a really shitty smartphone at the time for cameras, right? And it wouldn't be uploaded right away. Whereas nowadays it's like, boop, done, and the world sees it.
Okay.
But yes, I do agree that there are a lot more crazy people too. And even then, right, let's just compare it to the 60s. Flying was kind of a luxury then, right? So you treated it like a luxury. You got dressed, you got nice, good food, all these things. It was comfortable. Nowadays, almost everybody can fly, even though it's still very expensive and shitty to fly. Everyone can really fly, so even the nut jobs are flying.
Speaking of nut jobs, hey, there's Eric. He's back. Good to see
What
you.
happened to you?
I have no idea what's been going on with my internet today.
The
It has been
Matrix took
up
you.
and down. It's a little bit, yeah, which is a shame because you're all talking about planes and I love aviation. So I'm like in and out of this conversation and it's like, man, the one thing I want to talk about the absolute most is when my internet
planes.
starts acting up. God damn it.
I love
And I'm
it.
like
Well,
trying to figure out why the internet is acting up for me today. And then I'm back right now and it's totally fine. And I'm too afraid to like refresh anything because I don't want to like drop anything or ruin the stream,
Well, that's okay. We're glad you're with us today.
Don't worry, I ruined the stream, so you don't have to worry
Yeah,
about that.
that's Kay's job.
Yeah, that's my job.
But this does bring up a larger question, and it does go to the idea of like, Blabs, I think there is something to what you said. At a time, flying has become such a regular thing for people. It was a luxury previously.
Mm-hmm. Now it's a hassle.
Truly, anybody, it's a pain in the ass. But I do think that there's something to the idea of these people being so like, you have no idea who's a fucking Looney Tune sitting next to you really at any time in society. Like people are just breaking left and right, which allowed me to put on my tinfoil hat and say, was this all part of the plan all along?
Need we bring up Arena again? I was just thinking about her the other day.
Is this was this the lady who got stabbed in the neck? Yeah, is that what you're talking about?
Yeah, and and the sternum and everywhere, where many months around the time that Charlie was taken from us too.
Mm-hmm.
Remember that?
Yep. Yeah, it's crazy, man. People are just nuts, and you just wonder does it all come back to just the amount of medication people are taking? Now this apparently this took place in here we go. Let's see, unruly passengers from the FAA. Incidents peaking in 2021. This is crazy. In 2021, nearly 6,000 incidents happened in 2021. I know exactly why that happened because, it's declined by 80% by 2024. Okay, but let me tell you why there was incidents in 2021. because you had to wear your mask on a flight, and if you didn't, you got yelled at, and then and that was considered an incident. So, God, I remember that as being so fucking stupid. Just, oh my God,
it was a brutal time to fly, and I was traveling to Canada regularly during that time too, because my wife was in Canada, so I would just go to Alberta to see her when the airport was basically shut down for everybody else. Shit ruled.
But you escaped the hotels, right?
Yes,
like,
I
Canadians in like hotels.
As soon as I landed, the part of it, the whole thing is they wanted, vaccine, blah, 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 whatever. And they also wanted you to be able to like show that you had a residency to go to immediately. And you had to go there and quarantine for at least 2 weeks. It was a whole thing. But yeah.
Well, there we are with, I hope we never allow that shit to happen again. Cause that's the reality, is that we allowed that shit to happen. And at a certain point, you got to put your foot down and say, no, I ain't doing that shit anymore. I've told the story before. The amount of social conditioning that happened during that time. I felt it personally when I remember taking off my mask for the first time in a grocery store, because you're supposed to wear them. You got to wear them everywhere, right? And I remember I was like, fuck this, and I took it off, and I'm walking around this grocery store. Everyone else is masked up at the height of the pandemic or whatever. And this lady like looks at me as I pass her, and she's like, okay, like, all right. And then I see her like the next aisle over, and guess what? She's got her mask off, right? And she's like, finally, fucking A, So I felt like I was leading by example right there, because I was like, I ain't doing that shit. I'm doing that at all. So anyways, the people are nuts. I think that's the moral of the story when it comes to plane talk, right, Blabs?
Absolutely.
All right, there's plane talk for you today.
Do the outro.
We don't have an outro.
It's the same thing.
Oh.
Plane talk.
Why didn't we do the Lego?
Because we did the Lego's the intro.
Yeah. Whatever, man.
Oh, well, sorry to disappoint you. All right. We have Marmalin says, no, Mitsu, all pro sports are men cheering on other men, and they go out and wear other men's names on the back of their favorites, all gay. PS2, Kay loves Felicia. She has fanfic coming. There we are. There's 10 for the PlayStation 2.
I can't do
Does
it.
he not watch Power Slap?
Power Slap's pretty ridiculous.
I love Power Slap.
So stupid. Yeti came in and says, tough choice. As Gen Z, I grew up on the 360, the PS2, and the Wii, and what a time it was to be alive. Also got banned from a Twitch chat for saying Iron Mouse would have been a better halftime choice. Really? Wow. That's crazy.
Is that like 5 and 5, I guess? He's
yeah,
not
let's
sure.
go split it right there for Yeti right there. Bentley came in and says the PS2 gave us Mercenaries, Playground of Destruction, which is one of my favorites games of all time. The Xbox 360 gave us a sequel, and it was poo. So 10 for the PS2. Also, hi, Kay.
Hi.
Thank you. There's 10 for that.
Oh, hi, Kay.
Endymion came in and says, a very small token for the appreciation for the suffering Kay went through this weekend. There's one right there.
Thank you, man.
Young Staub came in for the PS2. That's 5. Says they had they had every great fighting game. Too many to list. It was peak era for fighters. Ever play SNK versus Capcom, Craig? I have, and not a huge fan of it. Never have been a huge fan of SNK versus Capcom.
Are you a fighting guy?
I love fighting games. Just not a big fan of SNK versus Capcom. Or Capcom
Later then.
versus SNK.
Conversation for later.
Yes. Lord Slosh says, shout out to our favorite brown racist who's not allowed to point out that she's brown. Also, happy birthday and feel better, Vork. Xbox 360, baby. There's 5 for the 360. Hayden says, airlines treating passengers like garbage. Also, airlines, we don't understand why we have so many incidents with unruly passengers. Correct, Hayden.
Right.
I Has No Face came in at the $9.99. Says, remember the show, The Over-Medicated Child? Pepperidge Farm remembers. Thank you.
I thought that was
That's a
St.
new
Elsewhere.
spelling of Pepperidge Farm.
Yeah. Pepperidge. Thank you. Maverick Marty says, PS2 was the first non-cartridge console I owned. A lot of Resident Evil and Silent Hill hours, many Final Fantasy adventures, Star Ocean, and smorgasbord of horror games, and JRPGs. Yes, even Kingdom Hearts. I initially didn't have a memory card, so I kept playing Code Veronica until I died over and over and over again. Maverick Marty, thanks so much for the 5 for the PlayStation 2. If you're just popping in, yeah, we got a little showdown today, a little gaming showdown today, as it is the PlayStation 2 versus the Xbox 360. That is the battle we have taking place right now. Blabs, a quick update on our PlayStation 2 versus Xbox 360 battle.
Right, so our Xbox 360 is at 30. Woohoo! But on our PlayStation 2 is at 163.
Oh, shit.
So,
Okay.
you know.
Told you.
Wow.
Fucking blowout. It is going to continue.
Well, we'll see. And my boy Henry Davis says Southwest can suck it. They stole my bag. They had an SNES and multiple games in it. As I was headed to a bachelor's party, gave me half the value of items stolen. Haven't flown with them since 13 years. Man, you're Henry,
painful.
fuck them.
That happened to
How
me.
does that happen?
Wait,
So
hold on, Mitsu. You were going to a bachelor party flying with a Super Nintendo and had it stolen, and they
All
gave you
these
half the
specific,
value.
Mitsu. Was that your
Not-
super chat?
Okay, not that specific,
Oh, okay.
but I was going down to Florida, and I did bring an Xbox and a GameCube, along with a whole bunch of controllers and a whole bunch of games. And the backpack that I was carrying it all in never made it to Florida. I'm pretty sure whoever we gave it to at baggage just walked away with it, and like 1 or 2 other suitcases arrived, but not that one. They gave us a bunch of money. I think I actually did get the full value for it, and then I went to GameStop and bought it all again. So it wasn't so bad, but yeah, it does happen from time to time. They absolutely sold it 100%.
No, money can't replace it. Those are your consoles, baby. That's your life. I'd be pissed.
Yeah,
I was
hear that.
pissed.
Well, wah, wah, wah. That sucks. Sorry, Henry, that happened to you, buddy. All right, something that also happened was the Super Bowl. This is a cultural moment in North America, apparently all of America, as if you watch the halftime show, Bad Bunny shouted out every single country in America, the entire North and South America continents, because, hey, that's apparently what we're doing with the globalism thing. But we'll get to the halftime show in just a minute. But we were talking about COVID just a minute ago. And one of the people that, like, when you talk about, for me, one of the bands that was probably the most disappointing to look at during COVID was Rage Against the Machine. As you're looking at a group that the entire thing was anti-establishment. But hey, if you want to come to our shows, make sure you get that government mandated jab there, guys, and get your cards and all that stuff, right? I don't know if you guys recall that. You remember all that nonsense with Rage Against the Machine?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Rage for the Machine?
That's right. Well, Tom Morello from Rage Against the Machine was also out there at the Super Bowl last night, and he was letting everybody know that, hey, I'm going to rage for the machine while with my $6,000 tickets at the Super Bowl, letting you know with the ice out.
God, you're so gay, bro. Just watch the game. Just enjoy hand egg for a few hours. Like, God.
Well, there's a lot of hypocrisy when it comes to this, as pointed out by Miles over here on X. Says, Tom, I tried to get in the Super Bowl without a ticket, but they wouldn't let me in. They've got a wall-like structure. I think you call it a fence or a gate. And they're trying to tell me I don't belong there. And if I don't get down, they'll have me arrested. Help, Tom.
It's perfect.
It's pretty genius right there. But, you know, and that's the thing is I love Phoenix nailed it last week. As soon as you locked your doors, you became a hypocrite with this whole nonsense stuff. So with this whole ice stuff. So look, there you go. And Chuck Rock points out, man, this is Marxist rocker at the $9,000 per ticket Super Bowl over here. He's getting flamed, as he rightfully should, you know, when it comes to this. But that's where we're at with all this. Do you think that, like, I'm curious, what do you think Tom Morello's net worth is? Any idea?
He's got to be worth at least $1 million, maybe.
23 million?
23 million.
Sure, why not? I mean, he's a fairly successful guy. I don't like him, but he's, you know.
Don't put me on The Price is Right, because you're probably way closer than me.
Well, I want to let you know that Tom Morello's net worth is around $45 million.
Because of the one good song. I like Rage for their music, but dear Lord.
That's all it takes, baby.
he makes about $3 million a year, which I don't know. I just would love to know if he contributes 80%, 90% of his wealth to those who are, need it in his words. Maybe he should donate, maybe almost all of it to these people who are getting booted out of ICE. Maybe he should just make an entire structure, maybe a house, offer his house for all these illegal immigrants to come hang out. But,
No.
They
don't do that. They just sit in their ivory tower and make us plebs do everything. And then they use all the police protection, everything in the world, but they hate ICE for some reason. It makes so much sense.
Yeah. I mean, and to point out the hypocrisy is obvious, when it comes to the stuff. But that's where we're at right here. And you'll never see somebody so quick to virtue signal than a rock star, or somebody in the music industry or that industry right there. Speaking of rock stars, the big discussion leading up to the Super Bowl was the halftime show featuring Bad Bunny. Now, we can't show any of it. And Blabs, you said you didn't watch a single second.
Yeah,
of
I
this.
didn't even know who Bad Bunny was until this year, and I thought it would be like some girl, right? Why would some dude name himself Bad Bunny?
I don't know. Maybe it's a hip, trendy thing to do.
Well, he's a bad
I'm
bunny.
such a Bad Bunny. Huh?
Speaking of Bad Bunnies, welcome to the show straight from the hood on his birthday. Phoenix. Hello, Phoenix.
Hola los gatos. Just for Bad Bunny.
Did you
I wanted
say
to speak
hello,
Espanol.
cats?
Yes. That's the only thing I know in Spanish.
Okay.
Hello, cats.
There you
up,
go. You
los
saw the
gatos?
Bad Bunny performance right there. That was it.
Awesome.
right.
There you go. Bingo. You're welcome.
Well, Phoenix, did you watch the halftime performance last night? Did you see any of
Fuck no. Fuck those commies.
that? Okay. All right. Well, I was at a neighbor's house, and they had it on, and there was I'll tell you exactly what it was. It looked exactly like this. This is the reaction to pretty much everybody watching this. This is at a sports bar here. As people are just kind of sitting there watching. Nobody's really moving or grooving. Nobody really cares.
Yeah.
It was just kind of like, what the hell are we watching here? Because not a single word of it was in English, right? And some people will praise that, and I don't know. It is what it is.
All they heard was "It's a chalupa, misa zargupa, tegusia pala, isa dupa." Like, all of his songs sound exactly the same, except for the one where they slow it down slightly, because of course everybody has to do that one. I don't really see the appeal in it. Like a couple of years ago, he was doing okay stuff. He dressed and jumped, like he got in a dress once, which was fucking ridiculous, and everybody popped off about that, like that was the second coming of Jesus. And he got in WWE for a little bit.
Yeah,
like I don't see the appeal.
Right. Look, it doesn't matter though, because you're not a part of the demo here.
Oh, right.
You know,
No, I
you're-
apologize.
Well, I think they were trying to go for like international, like they're basically just trying to go global at this point.
Yes.
That's the whole
Yes.
idea. Yeah.
Yes, it's
So profit
100%.
over everything. Cool.
Right. Which, well, what's interesting though is when you go to when you pay $9,000 to go to the Super Bowl, you're treated to such a wonderful experience as the halftime show here. Speaking of people who are just like you and me, let's go to everyone's favorite fence sitter, Ludwig, who had way more than $9,000 tickets to go to the Super Bowl here. He witnessed the halftime show, and he wanted to let you know that it was quite impressive here. Here we go. All-around banger. Loudest the stadium has been all game. Bad Bunny haters in shambles here. From his probably $50,000 seat, surrounded by a bunch of other privileged folks. But what about the people that aren't in $50,000 seats? How did they react? Well, let's see how the rest of the stadium reacted to this. You can see a few people dancing here, but for the most part, just a lot of people standing, wondering what the fuck they were looking at the entire time right here. So varying contradicting reports depending on where you sat. If you sat up with the $8,000 seats versus the $50,000 seats, you got a much different experience. Give it up for the one lady with the booty dancing right there. Now, Eric, Mitsu, did you watch? You said you did not watch this, or you did?
Oh, I watched it.
Yeah.
I watched it. I watched the whole game because I just, I wanted to see the game just in general because I like football. But I decided that I also was just going to knuckle down and see what they were going to try and do with the spectacle behind this, because everybody was talking about how Bad Bunny might go up there and say fuck ice or do something ridiculous. And it was tame. It wasn't good though. They all those people. This is something that was pointed out to me after the fact, and I was like, wow, this is true communism shit. They did a full Cesar Chavez style thing where they basically just had a bunch of people dress up like bushes for cosplay and run around behind him. But like, how much did those people get paid for this ridiculous performance just for them to sit there dressed as a fucking bush? You could have done so much more with that money for any cause that you could think of. And of course, the production for the show too. And it didn't have subtitles. That was a huge thing. And that feels intentional, by the way. Just because, like, if I was to do something like that in Japan, right? I would, and you bring an English speaker to Japan, you have Japanese subtitles. It just fucking makes sense. Yeah. And you're going to have a Spanish speaking person come and do a song in Spanish here in the United States, or an entire Spanish set. Nobody's going to, not nobody, but most people aren't going to be understanding it. So you have to, that's where the production comes in. So did nobody say, hey, maybe we should do some sort of cool subtitle thing so people can actually register what the fuck he's singing about? At that point, it feels like they didn't want people to know what he was singing about just in case he went off script.
You mentioned the Bush people. Here's video of it right here. We kind of saw this. This is from the Ludwig's actual $50,000 seats here. Yeah, people dressed as fucking bushes walking on, which honestly, it's kind of amazing, the idea that they felt that instead of just people walking out and putting a bunch of bushes down, they just dress people as bushes to serve as said bushes.
It reminds me of the ending of GoldenEye.
Can you imagine all these people taking like selfies in their bush costumes? But like, we did it, Mom. We're at the Super Bowl. Selfie is just like a bush.
I'm not sure if I'm amazed by that, or like if I think just logistically, I'm like, wow, that's pretty amazing. Or if I'm kind of shocked that so many people are like, yeah, I'll be a bush. Yeah, I like to be a bush. That's good.
Money's money, man. Times are tough. I'll take a $2,000 paycheck.
Being a part of the Super Bowl, I'm not really surprised people took that offer up. It's like, yeah, I was the bush in the Super Bowl. At least I was there.
You're right,
I hope they were numbered Bush number 65.
You
Bush
know
number
they have
67.
to be. They absolutely are, because of all the costumes and everything. They 100% are. Because some person who's like 5 feet tall isn't gonna fit like a 6 foot one, right? So they definitely are. That's hilarious.
That's true. That's a good
I love
You
the
know
idea
what?
that the bushes were custom fit for the Saga person. We went from left shark to Bush 72. You know, like, what are we doing here? You're saying
from a first person shooter perspective, I mean, they're all wearing ghillie suits, so that's pretty cool if they're training for Nam.
Yeah. That may be the most American thing we've seen over here. It's pretty cool. There we go.
Actually, yes.
That's right. Well, I'll tell you what, man. We've seen a lot of varying perspectives on this, and XQC actually feels that it's disrespectful that the NFL chose Bad Bunny to perform the Super Bowl halftime show because he didn't speak a damn lick of English here. So let's see what XQC, who also has a hard time speaking English.
Shut up on that.
Yeah, let's see what he had to say.
People still pay like $1,000 to go to the game, but people pay $1,000 for the game. I mean, it's kind of disrespectful, right? To make the experience all for somebody else, compared to the people that actually go there and there are their number one customer base. I don't think it's fair. I think it's kind of lame. I mean, really, dude. And even though those who don't, I don't even know if they listen to the Bad Bunny songs. I think it's just kind of a miss, just because the people won't really jump around and sing the songs. And for the people that are paying the ticket to go to the Super Bowl, they might argue, yeah, but it's a big televised event.
Who the fuck is Bad Bunny?
Dude, what about those who paid for the tickets, though? They go there to have a football experience, right? They sing some songs along and shit like that, and they can do that. I don't think I agree with that. I think it's just bad.
So it's interesting because I think the one thing that he's leaving out here is that way more people are going to watch it on TV. The Super Bowl is not for the people there, right? I think we all understand that. You saw the people just kind of standing there looking there. You know, there's the one lady twerking in the aisle, but everyone else just like, what the fuck am I looking at here? There's way more people that are going to watch it on TV. It's a TV product. It's not meant for the people in the stands, because otherwise he would be singing to the people in the stands. Instead, he's singing to a camera, right? And Phoenix, you touched on this earlier, right? This idea that it's Asmongold said this, XQC is kind of right from a viewer POV, but as with most companies and organizations, the NFL probably has a growth mindset. They've already locked down the American audience and are probably hoping Bad Bunny might bring in a new audience of Spanish-speaking viewers. Pure business.
Yeah,
this is what destroyed Borderlands.
It's the same playbook, and I know I'm the most hated guy in the world with this, but it's the same playbook. One side doesn't do anything, so you can always push them around. So that's easy. Now, if I had put on there some right-wing Trump band, let's just say, or let's say you did put a Kid Rock, you would see boycotts everywhere. Every single celebrity be on social media. News reports would be talking about racism, you name it. So from a purely money-making perspective, this makes an enormous amount of sense. Keep pushing this side because they don't do anything, and keep making money other places. You almost can't blame the corporations for doing that.
Yeah, it's strictly a money thing. That's it.
Yeah.
They know that millions of people are going to watch it in the United States. How many are going to watch it globally? Oh, he's speaking Spanish? Oh, he represents me, mi cultura, my culture. You know, whatever, like, oh, okay, well, then there we go. Oh, he's speaking Spanish. Let's go, you know. It's interesting. Now, there was a lot of talk about the halftime show and there being an alternative. We're going to get to the Turning Point USA thing here in a second, but let's see some of the response here. X-Ray Girl, friend of the show, Blas put this in there. The Super Bowl halftime show was a fun watch for me as a fan of Spanish music and salsa dancing, but this is disappointing to be catered to. Oh, this is supposed to be catered to an American audience. The fact that Bad Bunny barely spoke English is disappointing. I love his music, but this was not the show for the Super Bowl. By being exclusive, you alienated the majority of your audience here.
The Super Bowl is supposed to be, I mean, correct me if I'm wrong, it is an American tradition. It is supposed to have American traditional values and speak to your American audience. And so obviously they're just making it a global thing, which negates what this was supposed to be. It's like taking Thanksgiving and substituting turkeys with like chalupas or some bullshit. They're obviously trying to expand this out, and since no one is saying anything, it's going to keep going that way. I wouldn't be surprised if next year is K-pop and all sorts of other bullshit.
Oh, sure.
That would be amazing if it's K-pop, because it's like the complete opposite of football. The
You don't want
absolute,
K-pop Demon Hunters?
total side.
That's where they should have gone with it, is the K-pop Demon Hunter thing. But so look, I think X-Ray Girl, her point is valid. Now, the one thing about this, though, this comes from Mexican Iron Man, friend. I think he's a longtime viewer of the show. This is talking about this. Piers Morgan was talking about the response to the president. President Trump said pretty much is like the worst ever. Piers Morgan's like, hey, I disagree. I loved Bad Bunny's halftime show. It's amazing. Theatrical, great energy, superbly confident performance. And Spanish is first language for 50 million Americans, to which Mexican Iron Man said the lyrics are offensive. You white people don't even know what you're listening to, which, Blabs, I would love if you could read off these lyrics for me, please.
Are you sure?
Yeah, just go ahead and start from the top line here from Real G.
All right,
Yeah.
Real G guiding the new generations with the OG one, galactic style lust. Yes, so that your panties get wet. Get horny and versatile. More slutty than Betty Boop. The one who got horny, mommy, was you. I stay killing with the you. No, pussy with dick with ass, push it. And no, I can't read the rest of this. I'm done.
This can't
That's
be real.
it.
Hell yeah. Hell
Get
yeah.
horny and versatile?
What does this even mean? Like, these are the actual lyrics that were
Can I
in
read
the
this?
show
Can't be.
yesterday?
It can't
Can I
be.
read this as Fred Fredberger?
There's no way they would allow these words on national TV like that, right?
Did they actually? Is this one of the songs he sang?
These are great questions, and I don't know the answer to it. But the fact that here we
There's
go.
no way.
Well,
I'm sure that's one of his songs, but I don't believe that was on last night.
My dick is being chased, and I want you to hide it. Grab it like a bonga. She took a pill that made her horny. She fucks in the Audi, not in the Honda. Aye! If I give it to you, you call me Thra. You call me okay. Because it's not to make you love me. Yeah. If your boyfriend doesn't eat your ass, he better fuck off.
Doesn't even rhyme.
Majestic. If your boyfriend doesn't eat your ass, you better fuck off. Yes.
Oh my God. Are these the lyrics that he...
There's no way.
That
I find that
Please, I need it.
It's very hard to believe that
Just
would
destroy
be
everybody.
on national TV.
I don't know. Let's find out. We'll ask.
Well, now you know why there was no subtitles, by the way.
See?
Okay.
See?
These specific lyrics are not from the songs Bad Bunny performed during his Super Bowl halftime show. Yes. So there we go. That's it's like when Eminem was on a couple of years ago, and Eminem says all the horrible shit and in his stuff. It is what it is. Now, Bad Bunny had his halftime show. The Super Bowl, the NFL had their halftime show, but there was a lot of talk about the alternative, the Turning Point USA halftime show. This is the what they call the All-American halftime show, I believe. As soon as they announced Bad Bunny, they announced theirs. And Phoenix, did you see the All-American halftime show?
I did.
What did you think of it?
I thought it was actually pretty impressive. For a first time out, and only like a few months of prep. I thought they did an incredible job for what it was. Obviously, it's not going to beat the Super Bowl, money that they have. But I think for a show, I think that was much more in alignment with what I believe the Super Bowl is supposed to be about than whatever this commie bullshit was.
Did anybody else see the Turning Point USA one? I skimmed it. I didn't watch it. You did?
Yeah.
What'd you think of it, Kay?
Honestly, I thought both were mid. I thought the Bad Bunny thing was mid and disrespectful, so I was more angry at it. I think TPUSA had a decent attempt. My issue was they kind of they started with slow music. Like they should have pulled in people right away. Had Kid Rock there right away and just gone and had a whole block. And there was just not enough energy to it. Mm-hmm. And then at one point, he's just completely lip syncing and it looks terrible. So, yeah, I had problems with both. I think it was a good attempt by TPUSA. I thought the production value was good, and I hope they keep doing it. But I was not impressed by it. And you're trying to pull in people who, people like me are going to go and watch that because I want to support the other side, and I like alternatives. But if you're trying to pull everyone else in, that wouldn't work.
Well, the viewership on it was very good. It was one of the most viewed live streams in history on YouTube. I think it was I've heard the second highest. I've heard third highest. The point is that millions and millions of people decided they consciously made an effort to find an alternative, right? And this from Chris Pavlovsky, the CEO of Rumble, says the All-American Halftime Show stats, 19 million people on YouTube. 3.5 million people over on Rumble. Rumble 15% of the total. Not bad. Next year, let's make sure we beat them right there. So
can I just say real fast? I thought a huge mistake on their part. I sort of understand why TPUSA might want to do it, but I think they should have. First person they should have gotten was Tom McDonald. I think that would have been a pretty big draw, and especially in the youth. I think hopefully next year they can pull him in because, Kid Rock is great and all. I only have respect for Kid Rock, but unfortunately that really caters to me, right? Yeah. And you need to pull in a much younger demographic.
Yeah.
I 100% agree with you. At a certain point, it's like going Kevin Sorbo's our actor. Okay. Kevin Sorbo was never anybody's actor until he became the conservative guy. Right. There are certain, and Kid Rock is, he had his time, right? And everyone loves the Bud Light thing where he's shooting all the Bud Lights, and I liked him in Joe Dirt and all those things. That's great, but he can't be your number one guy. With that said, there was so much backlash, and it's also fucking tiresome. People who are pissed, as I put this out on X last night, I said I see a lot of people that are pissed that Turning Point USA made an alternative for the halftime show. Were they pissed at Animal Planet when they created the Puppy Bowl as an alternative to the Super Bowl? No, it's all fake and ideological. Alternative program is a good thing in all cases right here.
Did everybody forget that like one of the greatest halftime shows of all time wasn't a halftime show either? It was The Rock versus Mick Foley in an empty
Halftime
arena.
Heat, let's go!
Oh
Yes!
my god, I fucking loved halftime. He's too salty. He fucking eats it and he just slaps Mick Foley in the head with the popcorn. God damn, that's what we need more of.
They actually posted that this past weekend over on YouTube. I watched the halftime Heat WWF title.
Man.
Yeah, you can go find it right now. It's pretty good stuff. But that's great. I think you should totally have more of that stuff, whether it's WWE or Turning Point USA, or maybe we do something next year. I don't know. I think that's, it can be recorded ahead of time. It doesn't need to be live to tape. I think that was pretty good. So, having alternatives is never a bad thing when it comes to this stuff. And
I would actually really like that idea. I would very much like to do that. Like if we could do our own halftime thing, even if it's just playing like Tecmo Bowl together or some shit like that. I think that would be pretty fun.
Let's do it.
Yes.
Let's put it down.
However, I would love to. I just want to take money from these fucktards as much as we possibly can.
Cool.
No, hold up. Let me be clear what I just said. I'm referring to the Super Bowl people, not our audience or anything. I just want to make sure that wasn't like misconstrued.
Please subscribe.
Right. But I think it'd be fun to do. Yeah.
What would the liberal alternative for this year have been if the roles were reversed? Do you think they would have put on this kind of show if Kid Rock was actually doing the 250 instead of Bad Bunny in this case? What would the liberal alternative for a halftime show have looked like if they had to do it that way? Would they have even done one at all?
I would have thought they would have gone with like Sabrina Carpenter or something like that, because she's so big.
I mean, she did the Muppet Show recently, I guess.
Yeah. I think they would have done exactly what they did and busted out Bad Bunny or something like that. I mean, they have an entire group of an entire catalog of people to choose from. They can do whoever they want. I see this. Phone Punk says Craig's entire brand is anti-woke, and he throws shade at Kevin Sorbo. What a hypocrite! No. All I'm saying is that Kevin Sorbo can't be the leader in the clubhouse for the top actor that you pull out. That's all. Like, dude, fucking A, that's great. I love it. But playing Hercules in 1993 shouldn't be the top actor in 2026. That's all.
Yeah, if you look at our side, it's a lot of old people like John Voight. Like John Voight's an incredible actor,
right?
But when you see a team of just like 50 to 90-year-old people on your entertainment side, and there's a bunch of youthful 20-year-olds on the other, you're gonna lose. That's all. That's all we're saying.
I love Kid Rock and Kevin Sorbo, but like, you need to have something that will pull in the audience beyond the people that will just have the patience for it. Like, I had to push myself to go watch the TPUSA one because the first concern I had was, ooh, this is too slow. They're not pulling people in right away. They should have started maybe slightly earlier. Like, you have such a small window of time to capitalize. You need to do it as powerful as possible. Kid Rock is a good choice. I don't think he was a bad choice. It just needed to be a little more star-studded, I think.
I think Kid Rock was a good choice for the first one. But if he's back again next year, they fucked it up. Right? Yeah. I think you're right. It needs to be Tom McDonald.
Tom McDonald, 100%.
Yeah. I didn't even think of him, but Phoenix, you're completely right. Tom McDonald.
And whoever that blonde singer is that sang the COVID song, I forgot her name, but that, you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
She's very young. Get her.
But she's from Australia.
That's fine. I don't care.
All American. Let's go.
Yeah, that's fine. That's fine.
Yeah. All right. Well, we'll come back and continue because we haven't even got to some of the commercials that happened during the Super Bowl. We'll do that here in just a minute. But first, Hippie Treehugger came in with 2,000 kicks. Says, my kicks for PS2 because of both Resident Evil Out and Dot Hack games. There we are. Thank you so much for the, I guess that's $20.
Yeah, that should be about $20.
Yeah. Grenade McSticky says, longtime listener, first time caller, both are great systems, but I don't recall you ever having a famous PS2 composer on your show. 20 for the Marty Army. Halo is king. Believe. There he goes. There's 20 for the Xbox 360 there. We also have Epsilon Thomas says, as a Puerto Rican, I would like to apologize for Bad Bunny. He is a very divisive figure in the island, with people calling him Maricon, Spanish gay. Okay. Anyways, PS2 is the best console. Go America. US. Thank you. Epsilon Sama. That's interesting that he's divisive over on the island of Puerto Rico. It's good to know. Magnus the Red came in and says, put this towards the Xbox 360. Halo and Call of Duty was my first introduction to video games. The halftime show and commercials were meh. There's 20 for the 360. We could be coming back here. Rodney came in and says, I love the PS2, but come on, no Halo. Xbox tails it. There's 10 for the Xbox right there. Did anyone else see Pedro Pascal during the halftime show? He was dancing on the set next to Cardi B. No, two folks that like dudes, huh? It's interesting. Thanks, Brandon Powell. I did not see him. If I can go a long time without seeing Pedro Pascal, I'd be a happy boy. Bentley came in and says, the NFL literally had a commercial that said the NFL is gay. So the Bad Bunny halftime and Green Day pre-show choices do make sense. What's not gay is the PS2. Go play Onimusha. There you go.
Hell yeah! Onimusha fucking rules.
There was an ice commercial during the game. I did see that. Thank you, Dylan. Wasp says, I saw Kid Rock's halftime show that was hosted by Turning Point USA. It was much better than the actual halftime show. Hopefully next year the Turning Point USA gets Ted Nugent to perform. That would be cool. Thank you very much for
Still
that.
too old, though.
Too old.
I agree.
I like him, but too old.
Ankle Break AJ says, Bad Bunny broke the record. Good to see you, Ankle Break AJ. Says, for most watched halftime show ever, and Turning Point had 5 million watching. Both won, but both sides won't acknowledge that the other. I agree. Like, my thought when it comes to like the most watched halftime show is simply this. Bad Bunny came with an installed user base. There was already 130 something million people watching the game. It's not like they had to switch to watch it. It just showed up on their TV screens and all of a sudden Bad Bunny's there. The people who watched the Turning Point USA had to make a conscious effort to go to a second screen or make an effort to go over there. And I think, that means you activated nearly 20 million people to watch your show as opposed to having an installed base coming from Bad Bunny. So, take that for what it's worth right there.
And it's not just that. Who were they doing this for? They were doing it for a completely different market that wasn't necessarily interested in the NFL before, which is fine, but I'm just of the mind you're never going to get them. They are too invested in soccer, which is fine. I love soccer. They're too invested in you can't build up football in other countries. I know people have tried a million times over, but I just don't see how you build up football outside of the United States of America. It's too expensive.
Well, I think that, it's funny because you watch there's like commercials last night of like, oh, look at all these people watching in Germany or in Mexico City or Sao Paulo, Brazil. Guess what? All those people have had football games like literally in their lap. The NFL has played games in all those places, with the exception of Sao Paulo, which the Cowboys, I believe, are playing there next year to start. So they have a vested interest in growth in those cities. And reality, it's like 100 people, right? It's a very small watch party compared to the grand thing, but they want to make it appear bigger. So they have these big scaling shots of people going, woo, but they're all like tight shots of people. So, yeah. Des, thank you so much for the raid on Rumble and on Kick. Appreciate that greatly. Des is the best. She's so great. Weissmack says, I think people need to learn to separate the Super Bowl and halftime show. Rock Nation, Jay-Z's company handles the performance. NFL has to approve, but they don't care since they get the ad money. Yeah, that's the thing that I tried to explain that to some of the people that were watching the show with me last night, is that the NFL doesn't pick this. Like it's Jay-Z's company is the company that they have a vested interest in choosing the halftime performers. They're the people that have been contracted to do that. So, like, don't you think they're going to pick somebody that aligns with their brand and their label and everything else there? So, yeah, it's crazy. I Has No Face came out in 1999. Says, haven't watched the halftime since Timberlake's tribute to Prince. It was Reddit problematic. There's also an international federation for us footballers, I guess. Also, my money is going to the console that popped my console cherry, the PS2. There's 20 for the PS2 right there. Hideki says, remember when the also available in Spanish logo used to appear at the bottom of the screen for sporting events? What are we going to need also available in English logo? Yeah, I do remember that, Hideki. Yeah. It seems like a long time ago, but yeah, there we're at. We have Lord Slosh came into the tent, says, look where Rogers' money is going and comes from. Look at the talent and what their views are. Everything was intentional and strategic. The right can't fight if the left has control of everything.
Well said.
John says, I vote for the PS2 because you can play Parappa the Rappa 2 and Guitaru Man on it. Thank you, John. John McFarling says, I missed the Celebrity Deathmatch halftime show. Let's go.
Yeah.
All right. And Peter A. Brady says, Aya May is the woman you're thinking of, Phoenix. I can't choose between the consoles, so 10 for both right there. And Art School Dropout from San says, was anyone aware that Green Day was the pre-show concert? I didn't know until after the game when I saw clips of American Idiot. PS2 for me. I did not know that.
I did see it. I saw it, and there was a random bleeping, and I still don't know what they said that got bleeped. I'm curious.
I think at the end they said something to the effect of "fuck ice."
Yeah, I think so too.
They look like they opened the Ark.
I'll tell you this, man. What's real? Am I missing that reference? I don't understand that reference.
Chad will love that one in 3 seconds.
Okay. Opening the Ark. What did I miss there?
Indiana Jones, my friend.
Oh, okay. I thought you meant like, okay, Noah's Ark. Sorry.
Yeah.
All right. We also have Worthy One came in. It says PS2 all day. WWE SmackDown. Here comes the pain for the 10 right there. All right, Phoenix, do you have a graphic for us? Sweet graphics.
Yeah. Do we want to do the intro or just cut to the thing?
Let's just cut straight to it. We've already done ours.
I'm ready.
Blabs did an intro earlier. She's like,
oh, that sounds actually better.
That's good. What do we got here, Phoenix?
We got 90.
Oh my God!
For the 360 and $262.98 for the PS2. Guys, I think we're forgetting about like Gears of War and how like what that did. We got Halo 3. We had all the Halo games on the 360 were incredible. And it was a console that kind of brought back the idea of the Western game industry. I don't know. To me, it should get a little bit more love than $90, if you ask me.
It should, but you're going to lose on numbers alone. With the amount of PlayStation 2s that were just sold in sheer volume and the amount of games and variety of games for PlayStation 2. And I want Xbox, so I actually prefer Xbox. But yeah, PlayStation, it's just going to crush it, man.
I don't know. It's a really tough battle. I love both. I don't blame chat for their position. I think PS2 has way more to play on it, but I love the attitude of the 360. And when it was good, it was fucking incredible. It's difficult.
Scrap Gamer came in and says, still at my PS2 today, was happy growing up with Ratchet and Clank, GTA, Twisted Metal Black, and Midnight Club 3. Still working and all modded out. Just invested in PSX mem card, Gen 2 memory card. There you go. There's 10 more for PlayStation 2. Nice. And we'll get to all of them throughout the duration of the show. Thank you guys very much. We did hit a Montez goal right off the bat, which is excellent. Mitsu, you get to pick. Give me a number between 1 and 7.
2.
Round 1. Fight.
Bitch! Montez!
Fatality.
Nice. There you go. A little OG right there with the Mortal Kombat Montez. We'll get another Montez goal up here in just a second. We'll see if we can hit another one. Maybe go the great reset Montez. It's always a fun one to hit. But first, I wanted to actually talk about some of the commercials that we saw in the Super Bowl. I wanted to start by talking about I would say a fairly controversial one. This was pre-screened before the Super Bowl happened. This comes from Jim Acosta over on X. He says, breaking, the Epstein survivors are releasing this ad on the Super Bowl Sunday to send the message that they will not, quote, move on from the largest sex trafficking scandal in the world. Did y'all see this post? See this commercial?
No.
Okay, let's go.
I don't recall seeing it.
Let's go let this play.
After years of being kept apart, we're standing together.
Standing together.
Because this girl deserves the truth.
Because she deserves the truth. Because we all deserve the truth.
Now, Blabs, do you remember we've actually seen this organization before.
Yeah, this was a couple months ago where they did that commercial, and I think if I remember correctly, we were saying how it seemed a bit off because they had all the music playing in the background, and it seemed, yeah, I can't remember, but it seemed just like a very off commercial, if I'm not mistaken.
Right. So we did a little autistic deep dive into World Without Exploitation, and that is backed by the Tides Foundation, which is backed by the Soros Foundation, if you recall all that. Now, there was a lot of talk about this commercial leading up to this, and I saw this from Matt Walsh over on X. He said, "I'm all for releasing the files." He says, these women could just name their abusers at any time. Instead, they've embarked on a months-long publicity campaign, which curiously didn't start until the exact moment Biden left office. They profess to know the names of child rapists in the most powerful positions in society, yet they won't tell us. They'll even take out a Super Bowl ad while claiming to be silenced, even though they're the ones refusing to give us information that they have, they say they have right here. For those advocating that they can't name names because they'll get sued, they could simply give us the names to any of their any of their many and mostly recent advocates in Congress who would read the names out loud from the floor, insulating themselves and these women from any litigation. But they refuse to do that. Why? And if I recall, Blas, when we talked about this previously, this type of ad, we asked the exact same thing here, right? Why do you need to make it a commercial when you could literally just go on X and say it immediately right here? And there's other questions here. Who paid the millions of dollars for the Super Bowl ad? And we've addressed that. It's the Tides Foundation, all that stuff. I'm with Walsh in that. Look, I think that if you know that, like, just put it out there. I want people in the Epstein's files to be listed. I want to know who these accusers are. I want to know exactly what's, man, boom, throw them in the wood chipper, right? We've talked about that. I don't care if you're left, right. It's just good or evil to me, right? But what was interesting here was Elon Musk actually responded to Matt Walsh. And remember, Elon Musk was listed in the Epstein files. And depending on who you talk to, they'll say Elon Musk really wanted to go to these parties. And if you listen to Elon Musk, he's like, I had no interest in going to these parties, right? I don't know if you guys have seen all that, but Elon Musk came out on X. He said, I will pay for the defense of anyone who speaks the truth about this and is sued in doing so right here. And when you have one of the richest men on your side in the world saying that, then that pretty much gives you a carte blanche to speak out. So I guess that begs the question is, are all excuses over when it comes to now that you have one of the richest, most powerful men in the world on your side saying, hey, he's going to cover your tab? Why not speak out?
I think the one thing would be the safety of them, the ones coming out and saying, here's the names, and then those people's families could be in jeopardy. That's the one thing I could see is potentially like, well, there are very evil people in this world who can just go and be a hitman, right? So I'm going to say the thing that everybody's going to hate. Okay. But I'm going to say it because it's the law. Let's say somebody goes out there right now and unredacts every file and names every single person. Those names, those files will be available for the entire world to see. Okay? The American criminal justice system is still founded on innocent until proven guilty. And this is the part that I'm really going to hate because it's just the truth. And I'm sorry. If you put all that information out there unredacted, there will never be a chance at any fair trial and none of them will see a day in jail. And I'm sorry. That's just the way it goes.
They're not going to see a day in jail to begin with.
Probably not.
We all understand this, right?
But you're not going to make it any faster this way. And it sucks. And I'd rather have it done the other way. But we slapped laws on laws and systems on systems. And unless you want to have one man control all of it and make that decision himself or herself, this is just the way the system works. And I'm sorry. It's the truth.
But does it work that way in other countries where crimes potentially could have been committed?
I mean, we could look at Singapore where they would probably just execute you. Everybody involved.
Right,
we do that.
Right, cane the fuck out of you like that kid in the '90s who did a little spray painting. Do you remember that big old thing in the '90s with the kid who did some vandalizing and he got caned? And they're like,
Yes!
it's so inhumane. Do you remember that, Kay?
No, what?
Oh my God, the Singapore cane.
Yeah, that was big.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, that was a very big deal.
They brought back caning for certain instances now, because I think afterwards there was such a big outcry they outlawed it, but they brought back like 10 canings for stealing for people who are under 50 years old now. Yeah. Singapore ain't messing around again.
1994, he was lashed 6 times with a cane for violating the Vandalism Act. Do you know how much better the world would be if we could just whack the fuck out of kids who were committing graffiti and vandalizing shit? Let's just be real.
Ask none.
Dude, right? You know, like fly straight and narrow with all that stuff. Anyways, maybe these folks in the Epstein files who are, did all these horrible things, maybe they should be whacked with a cane in Singapore to avoid, whatever. Yeah, okay. So there's one commercial from the Super Bowl. I don't know if you guys saw this other commercial, which this is why we have our thumbnail today. Our thumbnail on the show simply just reads, "We are fucked." And
I like K in that one.
You guys are.
Yeah. So I know Mitsu. I need a better picture of you, buddy. That's the reality.
I'll work on it. Yes, that's right. I owed something to. Yes. I am sorry.
Yeah.
That is on me.
I want glamour shots.
You will not be put in thumbnails.
Yeah.
You are correct. I'll get them professionally done.
Yeah. Ring lights, just hair flowing. Beautiful. Love it.
Maybe she's Maybelline.
Yeah.
Anyways, all right. So what is? I did want to get to this next thing, which I don't know if do you guys have a Ring doorbell? Do you know what those are? The Ring doorbell. They're huge, right?
I know it is. Won't do it.
Never.
Okay.
I will never do that.
Why would you not get a Ring doorbell?
Because I don't believe in surveillance.
But
Kay, look at you. I love this girl. Look at you, Kay. I like you stand on your principles. I love it.
Listen, Kay, maybe you'll change your mind because, hey, they want to help you find the dogs. Here's their commercial from the Super Bowl.
This is Milo. Pets are family. But every year, 10 million go missing. And the way we look for them hasn't changed in years. Until now.
I'm with Ring now. Fuck K.
Oh, you're
I'm with K. Fuck Ring.
Save the dogs.
They're finding the dogs. They're finding the cats.
Fuck you. How dare you weaponize my empathy? They should have played fucking, what's her name? Sarah something's
McLaughlin.
music behind this. Thank you.
Arms of an angel.
Angel behind this. You fuckers.
These are the opposite of the immigrants who are eating the dogs and the cats. Now we're finding the dogs and the cats.
You made Mitsu spit out his drink.
Unbelievable.
Well, let's see how maybe Ring is gonna do some good things here, guys. Hold on.
One post of a dog's photo in the Ring app starts outdoor cameras looking for a match. Search Party from Ring uses AI to help families find lost dogs. Since launch, more than a dog a day has been
It's literally Watch Dogs, the game.
Hero in your
This is
neighborhood
evil.
with Search Party.
Extremely.
Available to
I don't know, man. The
everyone
music
for free
bops.
right now. Join the neighborhood at ring.com.
Hey,
No.
don't you love dogs, guys?
Come on, Kay.
What's wrong with you, Kay? Don't you love dogs?
Because this
Why do
is
you hate-
evil. This is exactly what they're doing. They're
Beautiful.
appealing to emotion. Everyone loves dogs. I love dogs. I want to make sure dogs are safe. But guess what? It's not going to stop with the dogs. Next, people are going to be using that for humans. First, it's going to start with criminals. Oh, there's a sex offender in your area. Make sure, like, if you have your footage, give it over and let people see it. This is a giant privacy violation.
We saw you
and this
leave
is
your
going to
house
be
during
used-
COVID.
Yeah,
right.
exactly. It's dystopian as fuck, and I fucking hate it. No.
Yeah. So
It's a surveillance network. It's literally a spy surveillance network. No.
It's literally the plot of The Dark Knight.
Yeah.
Yes, it is. Yes, absolutely. It is the yes, 100%. Well, I mean, you literally see it with the fact that they were so like, where not to walk, right? If you don't want to be seen here, and yeah, they're preying on the emotions here. Oh, I love her dogs. don't you want her to be happy with her dog, Blabs?
They're using my empathy against me, and I don't really like it. But I will say this, though, and first of all, I will never ever get a ring, because I agree with you guys, I'm not for it. However, it has done good things, like either prevent robbery, or someone finds out who's been, like, stealing their Amazon packages and things like that. However, I don't really think it warrants 24/7 surveillance on people, so... Yeah.
I get what you're saying, Blabs, and also think about it. Like, we have cameras in our homes. We're on cameras right now. Our phones are cameras. It's impossible to avoid these things, but this is a blatant commercial on the biggest stage in America saying, hey, don't you want to have surveillance for all of your neighbors? Isn't that great?
Creepy,
and
dude.
they're preying on emotions for it. So, yeah, I agree with you that Ring cameras can do some great things. Yeah, there's thefts that happen. It helps people. I get it. So I agree with you completely. It's just,
I will never get it. No.
So dystopian.
Okay, hold on. Let's look at some of the response here, because it's interesting. Because, well, let's just read these one by one as we go down here, right? How do we opt out? Because you are automatically opted into this with your. This is one of those things you get a new terms of service update. Congratulations. This is now a feature, right? That you have to opt out at. You can disable search party in the Ring app, right? But it's going to come pre-programmed, so your camera will be used. So keep that in mind. Look at this person. How soon before ICE is using this, right?
Before?
Kind of the other side of this. The irony of this is the people who are pro-ICE probably have no interest in this at all, for the exact same reason why the people who are anti-ICE have no interest in it either, because they don't want to be hunted down. Right? Nobody wants to be hunted down in a constant surveillance state here. So this not going to go over well with anybody. Ring is partnered with Flock, which means they're partnered with ICE. You cannot trust them. They are allowing federal agencies to access your cameras and are straight up lying about it. Disconnect your service ASAP. See, that's kind of interesting. I hadn't thought of it that way, but it's creepy and invasive. This isn't about dogs at all over here. So this has not gone very well when it comes to Ring's the response here. So Phoenix?
It is always interesting to see what people care about. I mean, because like guys, your phones are doing a lot of the same shit, it's monitoring you also, but y'all can't get enough of your phones. I don't know.
My FBI agent is like named Fred or something.
I like the idea that we all have personal FBI agents.
Yeah, or like CIA or whatever. Like, how you doing there, Jose? Like, who the fuck knows what's watching us on these things?
I'm hoping for Cynthia.
Oh, Cynthia?
I hear she's really nice.
She is. She looks like the doll from Rugrats. She's got like the hair out like this and up like that too. But she's a no nonsense person. No nonsense.
Okay. Well, that's good. Good to know. Well, thank you for that. Well,
hi, Cynthia.
Hey, no. Let's see how quickly you can get detained, Blabs. Why don't you say something really inappropriate?
I'm good, thank you.
Oh, okay. That'd be fun. All of a sudden.
It'll be a long drive for them.
Yeah. Guam is a tough place to go to.
It is tough, yeah.
Right. All right. Hey, Saga Boy came in with the 737. Says 10 for the Xbox 360 because the Xbox brand is the closest we get to the Dreamcast 2. Well, Sega Boy, at $7.37. I imagine that's 10 in your monies, but it comes through as 737. Thank you very much. So 737.
Wait, am I putting 737?
Yes, you are.
Okay.
He just really liked the airplane.
Yes. Danny Delete O came in with 5. Says, and when the Xbox was bad, it was Red Ring of go fuck yourself bad. 5 for the PlayStation 2. That's true. There was the Red Ring of Death with the Xbox.
Oh yeah,
forgot about that.
Those.
The Isle of White Privilege came in with 5. Says Sony's catalog made VHS the clear winner over Betamax. Same holds true for gaming. There we go. Isle of White Privilege.
But 5 for PS2.
5. Yes, absolutely. We also have Jay Crilly says Big Nope. Amazon has access to all your videos to review and train their people in AI. On top of that, many police departments have agreements with Amazon to access your videos. I guess without consulting you. Ugh, no thanks. No freaking thanks. Bentley Guy says, yes, I heard X-Ray was very happy about the feature from Ring. She mentioned that it'll help getting dinner ready sooner. It's fucked up. Hashtag PS2. There's 10 for the PlayStation 2. We have this from Lord Slosh.
Just cut that.
Whatever you do, don't use a Chinese accent or your phone will recommend Chinese takeout restaurants near you.
Story time. Story time. Slosh is saying that specifically about me. Blabs knows this story. So I'm on stream a few weeks ago and we're playing Marvel Rivals, and for some reason people like it when I do dumb accents like the Indian accent or the Chinese accents or whatever. I can't do a Chinese accent right now. Hello. So I'm doing an Indian accent because we're getting super chats that are asking me to read as my autistic cousin who's brown, Ruki. Shout out to you. And then later, I'm yelling at Jeff in a Chinese accent, and my phone is over here, not even really close to me. And all of a sudden, I get a pop-up from DoorDash, and it's like, hey, Charisma, do you want to try some Indian-Chinese fusion from this wonton place? It was literally listening to me streaming. I'm not engaged with my phone whatsoever. And I get a pop-up for an Indian/Chinese fusion restaurant. And I was flipping out and losing my shit for like days over that.
Well,
I know they spy on us, but that was like the most blatant thing ever.
But did you end up getting that food?
No.
Okay.
Not even at all that entire week?
No.
Okay.
I don't eat Indian food unless I'm like forced to at family gatherings.
Oh, but it's so good.
Atta girl.
Don't eat that commie shit.
Yeah, that commie shit out of your body.
But Mamdani taught me to eat with my hands.
That's right. Nom, 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 nom.
Disgusting.
The True Wild One came in, says PS2, Xbox 360 was built on paper mache and Red Ring of Death. Gears and Halo were great, but the selection on PS2 and overall quality was far greater. The sticks won. The 360 controllers sucked as well. That's true.
Oh,
still one of my favorite controllers, though.
The Raditz Ring of Death, the ROD.
Yes. Ram Bam says, with the 10 says, what we got was the equivalent of a detective handling over their case files, not any finding or conclusions. And what about the boys that got abused? They do exist and deserve justice. I'm with you, Ram Bam. I think anybody that was abused, man, they certainly deserve their justice. Joey says, I prefer the PS2. The PS2 has a great lineup of games like Kingdom Hearts 1 and 2, GTA 6, San Andreas, Dynasty Warriors 3, 4, and 5, Resident Evil 4, Metal Gear Solid Snake Eater, God of War 1 and 2. There you go, Joey. Way to list off the best of list for the PlayStation 2 right there. All right, Blabs, I'll tell you, let's have, if it relates to our showdown today, why don't you have them scroll on the bottom of the screen? But we will make sure that we'll read 10 and above. But you guys, obviously, we appreciate y'all's support. And we'll make sure every single bit gets added to the total, which as of right now, Blabs, is...
I was about to say, like, we need to pull it up. I was literally about to tell you this because it's bad.
Yeah, guys, we're up to 360. I don't understand this. Here we go. It's $97.37 to $312.98. Good Lord.
It makes perfect sense. It's exactly what should be happening right now.
Mitsu's like, all is well in the world.
I'm not saying the PlayStation 2. I listen. I like PlayStation. I think I have proven this. If you follow me on X,
Pony, how many do you have?
I have quite a few. But the Xbox 360 was a huge, incredible console that changed gaming, I think, in a positive way. They were trying to innovate in certain things, even though the Kinect was garbage. I did like that they were trying things from our side of the fence. And you had games that have changed genres forever that came from the 360. So I don't know. I'm not saying it needs to win, but I think it deserves to be a little higher. No, you don't like the 360?
Innovated, but the PS2 innovated so much. Everyone's brought up the DVDs, the amount of variety of games. The PS2 was supported way beyond its way beyond. They were still making sports games for it 10 years later.
Longer. And the last PS2 game I think was made in 20 years after the PlayStation 2 came out.
Yeah.
Legitimately. They still were distributing PlayStation 2 games that late. Yeah.
For gaming.
Well, we'll see how this finishes up. It looks like it's only going to get worse. As Red Dunn came in with the $50 super chat, says, celebrating my work promotion to fraud investigator. Do you live and work in Minnesota? Red Dunn, just curious. Enjoying a nice steak while watching Side Scrollers. Plus, this week is bonus week. Let my fortune be yours. Frolic and add this to the PlayStation 2, which I still have a working original. There's a little bit of frolicking for you, Red Dunn. What do you think of that? Yeah, there you go.
Congrats to you, man. That's incredible.
Yeah, let's
Good
go,
stuff.
Red Dunn. Listen, I'm sure there's plenty of fraud to go around, and you will be employed for a good long while, Red Dunn. Thank you very much. Look at that. Look at that, Red Dunn, and a little PlayStation 2 right there. Blabs, why don't you read Max Smalls? Then we're going to come back, and I'm going to do some more reading here in a second.
Yeah, okay. Xbox 360 Prod is still in its favor as most of us went through multiple Xboxes and still continue to get new ones instead of Switch. Sorry, 360 controller was best until PlayStation 5. Happy birthday, Phoenix.
Thank you so much, Max. I do appreciate that sincerely.
I really like how Craig had to run back and was just like,
It was not working out very well right there for me. No.
ooh, booster breaker for 50. Hang on a second. Let me go get some tits. Okay, boom.
Glory to the Empire.
Glory to the Empire of Japan. Sonic Cope and Seath for the Americans.
Wow.
Where's Philip when you need him?
Thank you, Sony and Japan.
Oh,
for
So
making
is that
we
50
have
for
it.
PlayStation?
That's 50 for PlayStation.
I'm so proud of Japan, by the way. They went
Fucking
so
teeth.
hard right. Good for them.
Huh?
Like unbelievably, like 2/3 supermajority. The Japanese can basically rewrite their constitution now and rearm. It's gonna be crazy. I can't wait.
Hippie Treehugger for 500 kicks says, here's more kicks for PlayStation 2 because it looks like a dinner plate.
What do we do with that?
That's
what-
$5.
That's 5, yeah.
Five sweet monies.
Yes,
Thank
5.
you very much. All right.
Bala bala.
I saw people laughing about how I can't read, so I can't think of a better opportunity to let you know we have a sponsor today and do a sponsor read for you. Let's go. Today's episode is brought to you by our friends at Rumble Wallet. Let's go. Hey, did you know Rumble Wallet is here? And that, listen, here's the thing when it comes to Rumble Wallet. They can cancel your accounts. They can freeze your cards. You don't like what they're saying? Guess what? They're going to just take it from you. It's your money. Why are they taking it from you? Big banks and financial institutions have total control, and they use it. We've seen this all the time. It's constant. It's ridiculous. That's why financial independence truly matters. Listen, Rumble Wallet is here. We have partnered with Rumble on this. This is a great product, and honestly, we get tips and support from Rumble Wallet all the time. And you know what I do with that? I then put it in towards other creators. It's awesome. Rumble Wallet is built for real freedom. It's great. You can buy digital assets like Tether, Tether Gold, Bitcoin in one secure place. There's no permission, no middleman, no cancel button. All you need to do is download it. You can use the link right over here. It's very simple to do. It's not a credit line where they can shut off. It's your wallet. It's your money. It's permanent. Yours to protect your future, yours to protect your family. And if the system fails, when institutions run out on their own people, guess what? It's their security and vulnerability. Rumble Wallet is not about politics. It's about freedom. It's about ownership and it's protecting what's yours. So you can download it. It's very simple to do. If you haven't yet, a lot of people have chosen to support it. We're going to be using it a lot moving ahead with a lot of our shows and stuff. So I definitely encourage you to download the Rumble Wallet app now and take steps to move away from the big banks for good. True ownership, true protection, true financial freedom. Use the link down below. You can also scan the QR code if you're watching over on Rumble or anywhere else. And check it out for yourself. We'd really appreciate it. And give it a go. Thanks, Rumble Wallet, for sponsoring this episode of Side Scrollers. All right, let's get back to it, guys. Thank you again for Rumble Wallet right there. It's great stuff. Great partners for us, and we're very, very excited for them. All right, looking at our poll, our pre-show poll here, what would you rather us discuss today? The number one thing on that is the Emiru saga. Have you guys followed what's been going on with the streamer Emiru?
What's an Emiru?
Bingo, yeah.
Okay. Emiru is a streamer. I think we've talked about her a couple times, but
Yeah, she's the one who was harassed at, was it TwitchCon, if I'm not mistaken? Some guy made to jump at her. Wasn't that her?
Oh, that-
yeah.
Isn't
Where
that
every
her?
dude just watched her get groped or
Yeah,
whatever.
Right.
yeah,
Right,
that's
right.
Emiru. Although
Right.
I think her name is Emily with Emu. Anyway.
Okay. Well, whatever it is. She was asked her thoughts on ICE. And there's copyrighted music. This has 40 million views on it over on X, which that's like obviously super mega viral here. And there's copyrighted music, so we can't play it. But she just said, if you need a streamer who doesn't know anything about politics to tell you about politics, you probably need to like get off the internet, right? So that apparently just blew up the fucking internet. That most milquetoast statement of like, look, I don't know anything about politics. Why are you asking me about politics? Right? Like that was the statement pretty much. And then we saw Denims. Do you remember Denims? She was a streamer. No, she's a streamer as well. She's like an orbiter of Hassan Piker. She's like a hanger on her, you know, when it comes to that stuff. Well, she responded with this over on X. Never thought I'd see the day we'd be fence sitting the modern Gestapo here with racist chud as a quote tweet of Emiru here. So the idea of having no response turns you into a racist chud because you are now fence sitting because you don't have an opinion on it right here. So naturally, that caused all sorts of bleh on this, right? First off, the idea that because you don't have an opinion, that means you have the wrong opinion. I would love to hear your thoughts on that. Eric, let's start with you.
I can't stand when people do this kind of shit at all. It like just you know what it is? This is usually propagated by the left a lot. They like to say that there's no standing still on a moving train. And that's how they try and get people engaged. And they refuse to allow somebody to take a neutral position. They're always trying to get you to have to say something, to have to be on their side. They can't just let somebody be. And I think part of that goes back to the fact that they're afraid if they let somebody just be, they might not choose the thing that they want them to choose. And that always goes back to what like really informs liberal thought at the end of the day.
It's just extremely like you're either with us or against this type mentality on the internet. And personally, I don't care what side of the aisle people are on. We're here to entertain and have fun at the end of the day. And people need an escape from this garbage. They deal with it in their real lives all the time, in their offices, at home, with their families, disagreeing with them, with their friends, all this stuff. Look, I think you can read between the lines and figure out people's politics sometimes, right? I think I'm pretty on my sleeve with what I think. But people want to be able to just enjoy entertainment. So I actually agree with her. Rare win for a Foyd. I'm like, yeah, I agree. We don't need to hear their politics. Who cares? If people don't want to comment on it, they don't have to. But the left has this thing where they just aggressively need you to agree with them or else they hate you. And I am of the philosophy that people have different perspectives and we can learn from those people and grow from that. So I'm fine hearing all sides of it. But yeah, if you want to just entertain and not answer those questions, by all means.
Which is funny because that's exactly what they would say you would never do. They would never say that you would meet with somebody and break bread with them and actually talk with them like they're a human being and get to learn them and their values and stuff like that. They would just assume that because you do the accents or you do the things that you're immediately prejudicial and never actually sit with somebody who might have a different opinion with you. Yeah. That's where the left loses every single time because that's just a reflection of who they are.
Phoenix?
Yeah, they're a virus that always needs to just keep growing in numbers. So, of course, it's like we just need to know if you're with us. We don't even care what your actual policies are. We just need to know you're with us. And if you're not, then you're against us. It's like really, really simple. Listen, you could see it on our side. We've got like Chris Pratt, who, man, it really would be helpful if he actually just spoke up, because we all know most likely what side of the aisle that he sort of leans to. But look, at the end of the day, we don't care. It's like he chooses not to say anything. We respect that. All right, man, hey, good on you. So you could see from one side that we really kind of leave you alone. If you don't want it, you want to just entertain, Godspeed, do it. The other side, they need to know, are you with us? So we're either going to eat you or you're going to join this big slug that keeps growing in size. That's all it is. It's just a virus.
Well, what's the old saying? Silence is violence, as they say.
Oh, God.
Right?
That hangs out of a church in my town. A literal gigantic sign that literally says silence is violence outside of a Zion church in my town. Not Zion church. I forget which one it is, but shit throws me up a wall every time. It's okay to just chill and not say anything at all.
Well, this person looks great at dinner parties. This is that Denims girl, and she's doubling down on this idea here. Let's hear what this twat has to say.
When did people on the right get so soy? You're smearing and defaming by calling someone a chud. No, it tells me everything I need to know about the character of someone who talks about things this way. I don't know why this. I mean, it's intentional ignorance, but that's okay. It tells me everything I need to know about this person. If you are fine with commenting on things you don't know about when it benefits you, when you know your audience will like you talking about it, that's one thing. But then for you to use an opportunity or ignore an opportunity where you could talk about something, maybe your audience doesn't like it, maybe you could educate them on it a little bit, but you choose not to, you're just siding with whatever your chud or chudette audience wants to hear.
What the fuck is she talking about?
She's right when she says,
No, just no. And none of these women are cool enough to be called chuds, okay? God.
It's just what? Oh, then,
Oh
and
my
then
God.
if she said anything that this woman did not agree with, she'd have been like, "Oh, she's out there saying the wrong shit." You can't win. You can't win.
No, you're 100% right. You cannot win with these people. She'll continue here.
she's right when she says most streamers are not qualified to talk about politics. Okay, here's the thing, dude. You actually don't have to be qualified to talk about politics to say fuck ICE. It's not that hard of a concept. You know who doesn't do political content? Cutie Cinderella. Cutie Cinderella literally never does political content. And even she's capable of saying fuck ICE. What about Cinna? You don't have to be a political creator to recognize that it's not hard to say fuck ICE. And I don't know if you know this. If you're an adult in this country, you should be the minimal amount invested in politics because you live here. There's this weird idea in America, especially, where like you can just be an adult and be like, oh, I don't care about politics. What?
She really does not.
If you're
want us
above
to
the age of
start
18,
caring.
What's that?
She does not know what she asks because she is better off with the people who don't currently care about politics continuing to not care, because it's not people on the left who don't care. It's the people on the right. And I swear to you, and Phoenix especially knows this too, if you wake us up and piss us off, it's going to be really, really bad for you. Just let us go. Just leave us alone. You don't want to activate us.
You know, I speaking of being activated, I went over to Denim's X handle. I found that I am blocked here by Denims. I had no idea that I was, but for that I thank her for that. That's wonderful. She continues
Rent
here.
free, baby, rent free every time.
I guess. Let's see.
Politics, it's their religion. This is their religion. And so this is like, if you are not with us, you are an enemy of the people. And don't think, guys, just say the thing. Just say the company line, and then their salvation is yours. But if you don't, you are our enemy. They're just drones at this point. They're all NPCs.
And they say that, and their biggest enemy was W. And W was the most famous person to go out there and be like, if you're not with us, you're against us. And if you tell them that, their heads just explode.
Well, they want more. Here,
if you're above the age of 18, you should care about politics in your fucking country. You don't get to be like, well, I don't agree with this whole taxes thing, so I'm just not going to pay for it.
Which you
so,
should.
like, I'm totally going to get arrested.
Which, by the way, taxation. I'm with the idea of not paying taxes. I love that idea. I love everything about that. I think we should definitely start that movement here.
You know that thing where you just start tuning out a woman because they're just saying words? And I'm sure people do this to me too, and that's fine. Like, I'm getting that right now. Exactly.
Yeah.
I genuinely am just getting like, you're just saying words and it's nothing, and I don't care. You're annoying, and none of you are cool enough to be chuds, which is just like a endearing term for troll, and I'm absolutely chud. And a lot of us are chuds. They are not chuds. They are not.
Do you
cool
find the men more endearing?
No, I tune out the men.
Same shit.
No, when the men do it, I tune them out as well. I just gloss over. I'm just like, shut up. I don't care. It's all annoying. It's beta behavior. I can't.
Well, what's happened with this though is in addition to, like, hey, they're the Gestapo. The modern day Gestapo out there, even though this is the same people who have, same agency that's been doing this for, I don't know, since the organization has started, right? Let's keep that in mind. But what they've done is they've essentially bullied Emiru into an apology here. So yes, and there's Phoenix. Just what the fuck?
Fucker.
It's rare I speak my mind, but I'd rather get my thoughts out there. So apologize for this is long. There's a clip from my stream that's been circulating a lot, so I'd like to explain it for anyone who was hurt or shocked by it. When the clip starts, I was responding to a mod asking a question that eluded the word ICE. I'm not someone who normally comments on or gives my opinions on serious real world topics, so it didn't really click to me when what they're referring that they were referring to the agency. You can see in the clip when I say thoughts on ICE, there was an instant cut afterwards that makes it seem like I'm responding directly to that question, which I'm not. To clarify, since this has gotten a lot of people speculating about my quote real thoughts, I should go without saying no one deserves to live their life in fear of being killed or taken away from their homes or families, regardless of who is doing it, but especially not because of ICE or any government agency. I understand the world is a very cruel and messed up place, and you don't have to study politics or actively read the news to know that. I would never want to invalidate anyone who struggles with those things, and an agency like causing fear or suffering deserves zero support. To me, it's not even political. It's basic human empathy. I never made comments about on stream about ICE in the first place. That was a dishonest and intentionally malicious clip post. It's a very common thing that clip accounts do to streamers, and it's becoming more and more common. But it should go without saying, no one should have to live in fear or suffer because blah, but okay, you get the idea right here. Okay, she's going on, blah, blah, blah. Phoenix, I see you. I can literally see you rolling your eyes through your glasses.
I can't. Listen, so here's the thing. She's an idiot, fucker. The problem is that, look, that is not going to make them happy because you're just supposed to just say one sentence. You're supposed to say F this organization. I'm not going to say it because I believe in them and I don't want it ever to get clipped. But you understand what I'm saying. They want you just to say the company line. So this is appealing to no one. So you've just made me upset. The guy that we were all just saying like, hey, someone should have the right to just say, hey, I just want to entertain. Let me be, da-da-da. But now you just pissed me off. And you also continue to piss off the other side. So this is a win for absolutely nobody.
Correct.
It's so stupid.
They're certainly not going to ever apologize. It's as I said right here. I'm sure the people who demanded her political opinions will totally leave her alone now. Right? Yes,
yeah, exactly.
Savvy is correct.
They bullied you into an apology, and now they're just going to laugh and have power over you. And the people who would have taken your side, as Phoenix put it perfectly, are now irritated because you folded. So you've lost more.
Let's put this in perspective. This is the person that has political and power over you now. This is that Denham's girl, right? This is the person who has power over her now. Congratulations. That's right. She's an e-whore, right? That's how she makes her money.
And an ugly one, too. She looks like a Dark Crystal character. Her face is really fucking nightmarish. Anyway, sorry.
Go ahead, yeah, by all means. But she will let you know she's going to stick that ass out there for you, and she's going to just tempt you away over here. Once again, these are the friends these are the companies that you run with here. Mentioned Kongman earlier. Says apologizing when you did nothing wrong was a mistake. Emiru, look at the replies to your post. The outraged mob will not be satisfied with your apology and will continue to devour you as they make you bend the knee over and over again. Never apologize to the mob. And I think we all understand that here. That's been a reoccurring theme on the show. You cannot apologize, and as soon as you do, they own your fucking face.
That's what I love about this show, is it's always full of people that would never apologize because, A, there's nothing to apologize for, but B, like you have people with actual fucking balls here instead of all these pussies that we're constantly reading about that's just taxing on my blood pressure. It's just...
Yep. You know, what's amazing is I'm looking over at Denham's stream right now, and I think there's some sort of thing about in terms of service where we can't share her screen. But like between all of our outlets, we have just about as many viewers as she does between Rumble and YouTube. Just a little bit shy, but at the same time, like why is this lady showing up on clips and stuff like that? Like why are they taking her clips? And it makes me wonder, like the people who are taking these clips and posting them, right? All these clip accounts that you see on X, are they posting them? Because when a clip pops off, there's blowback from it, but ultimately what you see is the streamer benefits from that, right? And you wonder if these clips little services, if they're almost implanted to help elevate these a little bit more, right? Elevate these streamers a little bit more and kind of the agenda around it.
There would be no surprise there, yeah.
Right, and you also wonder if it would benefit if there was an alternative from the other side. You know, I don't know. There's just a lot of questions that I have when it comes to that. You know.
Can I just point out? So when you were saying that she, like, you know, her viewer count and everything, I went to her Twitch, right? And then if you go to her Twitter bio, this is what's in her Twitter bio: largest female political streamer. You're not that big, honey buns. How is she the largest female political streamer?
Yeah, she has about 4,000 people watching her right now.
That's not that big.
Well, it's big. It's just not that big. When you
but
say
like,
you're
how
the
the hell is
largest-
she the self-proclaimed largest female political streamer? Like, what?
Okay, the reason why this might be a thing, which I completely don't agree with, is because anybody who has views right of center usually gets censored and pulled off of platforms anyways. So maybe she's been able to keep her platform this entire time and gain enough of an audience to say that. But there's a lot of people who get lost in the fold, who get kicked off of YouTube and other platforms, Twitch, and they are only found through other platforms that don't have as much traction. And so, yeah, maybe she is on Twitch or something, but realistically, if you let everyone on every platform, you wouldn't have this.
Yeah. Well, yeah, man, I don't know. It's this whole thing is, it's so silly that you have to have an opinion on everything, right? You don't have to have an opinion on everything. And the idea that if you don't have an opinion on everything, then you are, then you automatically are branded with the wrong opinion, whatever that may be, you know? So, all right, Blaz, why don't you read off a couple of these supers real fast, if you don't mind?
Okie dokies. Corona Soul for 20 says, because the 360 generation is after the PlayStation 2, and the PlayStation 2 had Shadow Hearts Covenant, this is for the PlayStation 2. So that's 20 for PS2. Magnus for 10 says, still have my PlayStation 2 and 360, love them both. Have to go with the 360 though. Mass Effect, Halo, Gears, Bioshock, etc. All PlayStation controllers are hot garbage. All of them. Yes, they are.
Yes, they are.
Max for 10 says, someone should repeat it back to her so she realizes how stupid she is. Tell her someone who's not a Christian should say Jesus is king. It's literally not that hard. Also 360 again for Phoenix. So that's 10 for 360.
Thank you.
Pussy Breaker for 20 says, one of the vulture things from the Dark Crystal, Phoenix.
Yes.
And then Henry Davis for 10 says, I love PlayStation 2, but do people forget that the system disc red died constantly until the slim? I went through 2 OG models thanks to Best Buy protection policy.
Was that for PlayStation 2?
Yeah.
I guess
Okay.
so. He's saying yes, but then he's giving criticism of it, so I'm assuming still PlayStation 2.
I wanted to read this real quick. So Ryan has supported us on the show before, and he sent me a DM, and our conversation started mainly because we were scrolling supers on the bottom of the screen, and his didn't get read, right? And it happened again today, and he said, dude, come on, again, you need to implement a policy where if a super chat or Rumble rant has an actual question for the panel, and it doesn't get just flashed on screen for 15 seconds in the midst of another unrelated conversation. It feels like a condescending pat on the head when we're actually trying to be a part of the conversation. Also, saying you'll read $10 and above is a huge kick in the balls to some who maybe can't spend that much every time they want to contribute something to the conversation. You know what? You're right, and we're trying to figure that out. Like, you're 100% right. We need to figure out a better system, but we value everyone's time, and we want to make sure that we've had instances where, and this is going to sound, look, I want to be very clear. Whether you show up and say hello in the chat, or you show up and you don't say hello in the chat, or you come in and you shamsa it and dropped $1,000, you are important to the show. We can't do the show without you guys. But we have had instances where somebody will donate like $1, and then it's an entire book, right? And it monopolizes the show, and that sucks in situations for everybody else. So it's a balance, and we're trying to figure that out. When to say we figured it out 3 years into the show, we haven't, because every viewer is a miracle, every super chat's a miracle, every Rumble rant's a miracle. Just know we appreciate any and all. So I don't know if we have a right solution to that. we've talked about
it's a tough balance when you have so many people commenting, and then you also have the pacing of the show that you're trying to find that balance. So it's hard finding that right tuning.
Right. And it's tough. Like we're just doing our best. I guess that's the best way to describe it. And like I said, whether it's 99 cents or $1 or $10, we're trying to make sure that the show flows as best as possible without stopping down every single opportunity for that. So, but just know we appreciate it, and it's certainly not meant to be a condescending pat on the head, as you said. And I don't really know what to say outside of just thanks. Honestly, it's a really great problem to have. And we are very fortunate to have that problem, and just kind of roll with us as we do our best to figure out a solution to it. So, I don't know, Blabs, Phoenix, you got anything on that?
No, it's just very hard to do it all in just 2 hours. So please understand that we're trying our best here.
Yeah, you have to try and give it as much of a show as you can and balance,
Yeah, we don't want to turn it into a super chat show either, guys. We want to actually have a conversation.
It's going to take a while to get that right formula.
So basically, don't send super chats. Correct. Don't send. That's right. But you can gift memberships like Twisted Jack, who came in with a 5. That's spectacular. Thank you so much, Twisted Jack. Dr. T. S. King says, Kirsha is bigger than Fox News that breaks news as it happens every Tuesday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday at 3 to 8. Use code FOXLADY to get a discount on Side Scrollers Plus and support her directly. And Twisted Jack also is a brand new member. Thank you very much. It's a member shit over here. And Marvelin says, as you grow, things get missed. Also, most are here for the panel, not a single viewer. It's not all about you just as an individual viewer. Just chill out. Well, that's not like that. I mean, just like I said, everybody is important to what we're doing here. And, it's a great problem to have, and we are very fortunate to be able to do it. And I think ultimately, we'll figure out something. 2 hours is a very tight window to fit it all in. Maybe for year 3, we expand it out. I don't know. We are constantly talking about how to improve the show and make it better. But all right. Speaking of making it better, we have our Side Scrollers Showdown. We need an update, but I'm pretty sure it's an absolute fucking bloodbath.
It's not looking good. Okay. Here we go. $132.37 for the Xbox 360 and $477.48 for the PlayStation 2. So yeah, this is pretty much
pretty close. It's pretty close.
Anything could change. It's anyone's game right now. Anyone's game.
It's about as close as the Super Bowl last night.
That's right. Hit Gary Daly says, G&G ends up spending 20 or 30 minutes doing Super Chat segment where they make fun of Beardo as he's reading them. Listen, I can't read as it is. You want to make me read more? What are we doing here? Come on. And with all due respect to G&G, we're not them, right? That's just the reality of it. So, but like I said, it's not that we don't appreciate them, admire them. We're just not geeks and gamers. So, Bussy Breaker says, the peasants are rebelling, release the hounds. No. As I said, we strive ourselves on transparency here, so we're doing our best, right? All right. With that said, we have a lot going on this week. It's a busy week.
Speaking of doing our best.
What?
I was helping you segue.
What did I say?
Into gaming history.
Oh, thank you, Blabs. Go ahead.
You were saying doing our best. I'm like...
Today, in gaming history with Flab.
Yeah, do it. Step on me, mommy.
Blabs, I want to let you know that one is all the way on the right side. It's the first one I see.
Fuck.
Yeah.
I guess that's the first time Mitsu and Kay has seen that one.
What the fuck just happened?
Shallow Blabs.
Yeah.
Anyway,
wow.
February 9th, James Bond 007, the 1998 version, was released in 2018. This one is very interesting. GIBO, Stepmother's Sin was released in Japan in 2001.
Oh, God.
Yeah, that one's interesting, bro. And then Bioshock 2 was released in 2010. Doing my best.
Wow. You picked some winners.
Yeah, that made my day better. I don't know about everyone else here. That made my day better.
I'm going to pull up some footage of this game I've never heard of. Gibbo.
I don't recommend.
Hold on. I'm gonna just. Wow, there's like 6 days ago somebody uploaded all of it. 6 days ago of all.
It was me, guys. Actually.
Is that a feeling?
Okay, let's see. It's all the themes here.
Remember what I said on Friday?
Mm-hmm.
Heel turn, Blabs.
You did it.
Enjoy.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
Let me just say this. Judging by the thumbnail of this person here, who is playing this, I just don't know if this is the right game for you, Blabs. Give it up for Deanna CD 24/7.
Oh my!
Is definitely a woman, 100%.
Look, he's wearing a scarf to cover his Adam's apple.
I don't like this at all. I'm not a fan of this at all.
Me neither.
A day is taking a nosedive now. It's looking good for a while.
I need to grab some holy water.
Do you need some Asian food?
Not the ones DoorDash tells me to.
Final Fantasy Crystal Chronicles, released for the GameCube 22 years ago.
Oh, man.
Metroid Zero Mission.
I know.
What? What?
I yelled too much on the show. It's someone
You
else's
put
turn.
fucking Tit Grabber 2000 over Metroid?
I would play Tit Grabber 2000, but it's not that either. It's Shroom Grabber 2000.
Dante's Inferno, released to the PS3
That's
and Xbox
what Phoenix
360.
is in right now. Inferno.
Zero Mission's the one that hurts my soul. Dante's Inferno, like
Gravity Rush, released for the Vita.
Oh, a little classic there.
No, not as revolutionary as Tit Grabbers
shit.
2000.
Oh, Evolve.
Firewatch. You know, listen, you know, Cam, I'm going to like Firewatch. I know.
Neptunia.
Oh, you love Firewatch.
You asked for it,
Yeah,
chat.
I like Firewatch.
I always deliver. Thank you.
This is
wow.
Oh,
This
look,
is-
a game named after Blabs' Weekends. Ride 6 is available today, Blabs.
Very funny.
Well, here's my car crash button.
Should have been Crystal Chronicles, girl. God. Help me.
Oh, you know that's funny, Blabs, Sarah.
Apparently, Phoenix finds it hilarious. You right there, Toots?
Yeah.
Pretty good. All right, well, there's today in video game history. Blabs, great job.
Thank you. I did my very best, as usual.
You did so good. That's good. That's good. Anko came in with the 54 Swedish monies. Says today in gaming history, Vork was born. Happy birthday, Vork.
Phoenix, you are
Thank
Vork.
you.
I watched 30 hours of The Guild over this weekend, Felicia Day's show, and there's a character named Vork. Look him up. He looks exactly like you. Everyone
All right.
thinks it for
Okay.
some reason.
Yes.
Saint D says, Blabs is like Ricky Gervais today. I don't care.
I don't care.
Should probably not have you do the gaming segment on our show.
What do you mean? It's perfect. It was perfect.
Eliani came in with the 20. Says, going back to the Super Bowl, how has the NFL peaked and declining somewhat to Hollywood? No. How relevant will they be in 10 to 15 years from now? Also, thoughts on Belichick getting snubbed from the Hall of Fame? No, the NFL has only continued to expand and grow, and it will only continue to do so. It is a beast. It is the #1 sport in the United States by a large margin. It consistently, year after year, of the top television shows that are on TV, it's consistently like 19 out of the top 20 shows annually. It is a fucking powerhouse, and that is how they can demand billions of dollars every year from multiple networks, so they can just for the tiny sliver of hope of advertising their games. Every single network, literally every single network, has NFL games: Fox, CBS, NBC, CBS, and Prime, and Netflix. I think Netflix. It's stupid. It's insane. So, and my thoughts on Belichick? Yeah, it's stupid. They're gonna. He should absolutely be in the Hall of Fame. Wipes with Leaves came in with a 10. Says, I don't have an opinion on PS2 versus Xbox. I guess that makes me a consolist. 10 for making 10 for the golf tee triangle game at Cracker Barrel. More
Hell
than
yeah.
3 left equals you dumb. That's right.
Can we
Thank
just
you
put
so
that
much.
for the 360? Is that can we just do that?
Sure.
Oh,
Yeah,
you
go
can't put that for the 360. What the fuck is this? Just because you're behind?
Yes.
Don't give me that. Oh my god.
Let me be corrupt.
Joey
Fair
says,
enough, Biden.
Dante Inferno's is probably the best classic game of God of War clone in terms of gameplay.
It
Thank you,
really
Joey.
deserved to be on there.
But it was not.
It really didn't, because you had, as Phoenix called, what was it, Titty Grabber 2000?
Tit Grabber 2000.
Yeah.
Someone make that game for real.
Can we? I think it is.
You mean it's
It
not
is
already?
important to. It's important to point out that Blabs also included. Not, by the way, this isn't just like James Bond 007.
It's Game Boy.
It's the Game Boy version.
Yeah, it's not a horrible game. This is actually a one-up for Blabs. It's a Zelda clone, and it's pretty fun. It's very difficult.
Blabs,
Very,
don't say
very
ha
difficult.
like you knew what you were doing.
I totally did. I knew it was the Game Boy version. I made the list. I saw it. I knew what I was doing.
Then let's stop down. Is the Game Boy version of James Bond 007 better than
It's better than everything else.
Metroid Zero Mission?
Oh, yeah. Yep.
No.
Yep.
No, woman.
Yep.
No.
Okay.
I cannot defend on this one.
Okay. Watch your back.
But at least we have Titty Grabber 2001
That's right.
over there, which is great.
It's for the homies
Mr.
in the
Big
chat.
came and says, "That's our Blabs. Always wants to watch the gaming world burn."
You know what? I am going to get a ring.
You're gonna go just so we can see the world burn? Is that?
Well, I don't want the world to burn. I'm going to get the ring so the world doesn't burn.
Oh,
There we
good.
And pets
All
are
right.
safe.
Yes.
So, guys, I don't know if you know this, but 2 weeks from now, the Real Game Awards is happening. This is a thing we're going to be premiering it at Dave & Buster's in Dallas, just 2 weeks from today. And as things are scheduled right now, we're going to be doing the show from Dave & Buster's 2 weeks from today, from the venue itself in the morning, which is going to be great. And we also have some other things we're going to be announcing between now and then. It's going to be a lot of big things happening, which is really, really great. Looking forward to sharing those with you guys. So much video games, y'all. It's great. With that said, can't wait to share more with you guys here in the next couple days, weeks, as we lead up to the Real Game Awards. I know that Kay and James will be coming down for the Real Game
That's
Awards.
correct.
Looking forward to
Yes,
that.
we
Very
will
good.
be. Looking forward to it.
Okay, excellent. All right. With that said, it is time to go. We'll be back tomorrow when we're joined by
Leaflet.
Oh, it's going to be fun. Speaking of, Leaflet has made the intro to the Real Game Awards this year. So it's very, very nice. It's good stuff. Looking forward to sharing that with you guys here in 2 weeks. You guys go check out Eric. Eric, do you have like a place people can go watch your stuff now? You were talking about doing that. Do you have a YouTube channel? Okay, you do?
Well, I've had that YouTube channel for years. What is it? YouTube.com/Miles P. Edgeworth.
What is it? That's never a good sign.
Yeah.
What is that again? I don't know. It's out there somewhere.
I mean, that's my memory. I'll say what it is and probably still have it open on another tab over there. Because, like, what is it? You could go check me out on twitch.tv/Mitsu and, of course, on rumble.com/Mitsu show whenever people want to go see me when I'm live. Which, actually, I was thinking about going live today and getting my Democracy on with Helldivers, all things considered, on Rumble. I don't know what the Helldivers community is like on Rumble, but I think people will actually like it because of the themes behind the game. So I don't know if people will check that out, but that'd be great.
I actually have footage of you booting up Helldivers here. It's great footage coming up later today. How exciting is that?
You're on Rumble.
We're on Rumble, which is just great. So look out for that a little bit later on. We'll make sure to put a link down below. Obviously, you can go follow Melee Games links to that down below. We did hit a second Montez. How great is that?
Woo!
Let's stinking go. Let's go with a great reset. Shall we? Yes, we shall.
You stupid old man. You don't get to rush this.
You're alive! And all of the zombies are defeated! And I'm not gay anymore!
Montez saved us all, kiddo! Video games won't be lame anymore! And I like girls now! I love girls!
My tits are huge again!
Maybe we're the racists! Barbs are for fucktards.
Just
incredible.
All right, time to go, guys. We'll see you tomorrow when we're back out at 11 a.m. Central Time. But until then, remember, people are going to try to keep you down. Don't let them. You guys got a goal. Go get it. See you guys tomorrow, 11 a.m. Bye-bye.
Fatality.
Ooh, extra juicy today.